Hi, I'm live. Okay, so for the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a song. Share audio. Share. Okay, so here we go. This is a song I want you to hear. This is a little bit about me.
She might be sleeping, she might be crying, she might be drinking, but I don't think that she's lying. She's acting wild, she's being crazy, she's our favorite live streamer because everybody wants to be wild and free. The truth is so brutal, so is Lacy Marie. You can say what you want, you can think what you believe, but you're gonna stop and watch
Lacy's live stream.
It's Lacy Marie. It's Lacy's live stream. It's Lacy Marie.
Yay! Well, that was Irrational Times made that for me, and then we made another video where I was with Irrational Times and he explained why, like, how he made the video about me. He said that it was like he basically took every part of like my emotions, like the fact that I wear my heart on my sleeve. And the 1 minute I could be really happy, the next minute I could be crying, the next minute I could be drunk rolling about. And he just thought he'd roll it all into one and he made it amazing. So I hope you liked it. I thought it was very good. Very good. And I hope you liked it. I can't seem to see anyone. I can't seem to see anyone. What is going on? It's being slightly gay. Right, so, okay, right here, right. Right, so, okay, so I'm here, right? I'm live. Did you see the thing? That's because you're emotional wreck, lol. This is messed up. I'm in. Are you in, Sarah? Right, okay, right. Are you ready, darling? Um, I'm sorry, I can't say your name, darling. See you. I can't say your name, darling, but it's not that I'm an emotion. I'm kind of an emotional wreck, but at the same time, what's the word? I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that I've been streaming for so long that like there's been times when I've been doxxed, I've been upset and whatever. But I mean, the fact that I love that and I post it, I just think I've done so well. Do you know what I mean? Right, Sarah, click on that StreamYard. You'll be in. Click on it, please. I just posted it under the guy that I put. See the guy that said this is messed up. Sorry if you don't like it, pal. I can't say your name. Right. Babe, click on that and then you'll get in. Please click on it. Please. I need you to click on it. You said you would come on with me. Going down to I'm going down to the say it, please. Please. You're going down to the where? The where? I know it's water, and I know the water's like got crocodiles. Please, Sarah! Oh, okay, I'm just gonna talk about Jews. Do you know what? Every single time, it's like you think somebody's a good actor, you find out they're a Jew. Why? Why? Just why? Did you hear what Mel Gibson said? You turned around and you went to that Winona Ryder. Real last name, may I add, is uh, Winona Ho Ho Hor Horin Horinson. I can't even say it. It's like something Jewish. And yeah, so Johnny, I'm back. I'm trying to. She's back. She's backstage. No, but I can't see her. I can't see her. I literally can't see her. Um, where is she? So Johnny, please help me. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna go talk about Jews. Yeah, booyah, because that's what like. Show Johnny, please help me because I've given her the StreamYard thing and I can't find her. She's not there. Like I can't see where she is. she's not. I'm gonna invite her again. Invite Club to Clipboard. Um, copied. Copy. Copy to Clipboard. Right, go away. I'll put it back in the thing again. So look, all she needs to do is click on that, and that'll bring her to the thing like she done last time. And then, because she was in the thing last time. So just please click on what I just put. Anyway, back to the Jews. No, kidding. Yeah, like I was watching ROTC and there was a really tall guy. It turned out he was a Jew as well, and like apparently. So what? How are you doing, pal? I'm trying to get my friend. She's amazing. Yes, yes. I think I've got her. Yes, everybody, are you ready? Wait. Right. I need to. Can I introduce you? I need to introduce you. This is the greatest, the best. She is amazing. This is. Can I introduce you? I need to introduce you. This is the greatest, the best. She is amazing. This is. Can I introduce you? I need to introduce you. This is the greatest, the best. She is amazing. This is. Can I introduce you?
All right.
Hey, babe.
Say something. Okay, there you go.
So how are you? Like, I'm so glad you came on. Honestly, I was waiting for so long, and I was like, well, I'll just talk about Jews.
The problem is that I have a Mac and I don't know how to do anything on it, even if I set like to go through the settings and do everything. Well, the thing is that I had Snap open on my phone. And I think that's why it wouldn't let me. So I got
yeah, like I mean, I've got a Mac. See, with my iPad is like
Henry just yelled. Henry just raised his voice, like screamed at me, like.
Oh, like, but honestly, I was so what's here, so that's good. Like, because I just wanted, I kept trying, and I was teasing you. I kept doing, I'm going down to the, I'm going down to the water, you know, with the crocodiles and the, I was gonna say it, you know, you need to say it, please, because you say it the best. You're going down to the, you're going down.
I'm gonna get my B-roll and I'm going down to the bayou, Yasha.
The bayou, you're going down to the bayou. Like, oh, I watched this thing. It was amazing. It was like they were all going. It was like, yeah, like I said, like that thing we were talking about. How amazing is that? If anyone has seen this film, it's like a 5-part series. I mean, I watched it honestly. The whole thing, I watched it maybe about 12 times. I'm being serious. It was so good, and it was Woody Harrelson and what's the other guy's name? Matthew McConaughey, and they basically go to these churches that you can feel evil's there, and just there's evil, and they talk about like if God was there, and if God was the only thing holding people, making them good, then they do some really good speeches. It's really good and it's scary, and but there's a bit where the guy's like, I need to go down to the bayou, and I was like, oh, it reminded me so much of like down to like with certain parts, and then they get on the wee it's like a flat boat thing, and the bayou boat.
Yeah, Piro.
Yeah. So like, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm well.
Cool. Yay. Going down the bayou. I think Croco. I think. See, he said. I think Croco also hates his Mac. Yeah. Do you know what? A lot of people say that. Like I've got a PC, but then I've got my Mac. My Mac is good for some things, but then I fucking hate it for other. And then my PC is good for like great for really other things, but it's shit for other things. Does that make sense? Like, it's kind of like.
I just don't like computers. Like in general, I'm shit at them, so I hate them.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, because they're like, it's people think it's so easy to set it up and like set up your office. I'm like, it's not that easy. Like if you don't know, if you're not computer savvy, it's not that easy. Like, but then you see these Russian buds that like are like.
Oh no, I think the problem. I think my problem is that I am asking. I finally found somebody that has the exact same Mac as me, and so like he's able to help me. But I think the problem is that no one else has a Mac, and so they think that they can help me with it, and it's just like they send me on this like journey of trying to figure out all these settings that don't even exist.
I will. I think it was either Sojourner or so. One of the guys. I don't want to say Sojourner. He's like, hey, it wasn't me. Like, one of the guys. Hi, Motorcycle Brothers. They said they'd help me, like, see fix the obs for this, because if I had obs on this, then I could stream D Live and because I've got D Live and I could do D Live and YouTube at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got like a lot of followers on D Live because of people, and it would be a lot better. And the way So What does it, I could pull it up. So the guy that said he would show me how to do it, I need to get the obs working. Do you know what I'm talking about on my
No, no.
PC? Yeah, like to me it just sounds like blah 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 blah. But like and I've seen what they're doing, but I just can't figure it out. Whereas like guys, these guys know what they're doing. They literally are like, oh, it'll take you 2 seconds. You just do this, and I'm like, right, okay.
Yeah.
So they said they'll help.
Are any of them coming on?
Sorry,
I said, are any of them coming on?
I don't know. Does anyone want to jump on? Anyone in the crowd? So what? Modus. Any of you wanted to jump on? Booyakasha.
I don't. It doesn't.
Snua.
I don't mind. Like, I don't care. I just didn't know if you. I know that you said that you wanted
Yeah,
them early.
I just wanted this one to be like a banter stream. So if anyone wants to jump on, like, wait till I get the invite and I'll put it on, and then if anyone wants to jump on, they can jump on. Copy to clipboard, copied, and then I'll put it here. If you want to jump on, anyone jump on, please. There you go. And I've put, there you go. Just jump on if you want to. It's banter time. If anyone jumps on, if not, then we're just like,
Yep, I
okay.
doesn't look like it.
Then
They're
it's
probably not
like,
watching it anymore. They're probably like got distracted with something else. There.
so what's it's having computer issues again? He said, I like listening to you too. Oh, thank you. Well, do you know? See, when I get bored, I've got no. See, when I couldn't find you, and I was just sitting, I was like, well, I guess I'll just talk about Jews because it's like that's like my go-to. Like, just I'll just talk about Jews.
I get so sick of like just like talking about like Yids, like Jews. Like, I mean, I feel dirty if I don't talk about them at least every 6 hours. But
Yeah. I feel like, do you know
I
what? I must be a shit. If I don't name the Jew every at least every 4 hours, then I'm a
no,
shit. There's some.
I'm thinking about it. Like, I might not say something, but like I'm thinking about it or something.
No. You can say. If you say it in a way that because we all understand what you're talking about, then it's safe. Do you know what I mean? It's on my channel. Don't worry. Just say what you're thinking, but you can say it in a way that we get
Yeah.
it. You're like, yeah.
It's absolutely pointless. Like, I do like a Jew fact of the day every day, and so it's
Oh,
like
that'd be good. Do you know what? I would fucking love. You know how Tommy Ravenstein used to get the Quran, which was so fucking disrespectful, and he used to get it. Oh, I hate him. Like, I hate him so much. And he done. I done it.
He did a stream. He did like a video thing on Twitter recently, and like,
Yeah,
man, I actually kind of I believed him. Like, he was pissed when they started trying to take down statues and stuff. Like, his
yeah,
little speech he did. I didn't even know that was Tommy, but
yeah. But I mean,
yeah,
why didn't
it
he
was
go
pretty
out and
good.
protect? He was obviously told by the police. He even writes in his book that MI5 came up to him. He admits like that he's fucking controlled up. He basically said that he was going to either get killed or he had to join MI5. He wrote it in his
Well,
book.
I mean, he did say in that video it's like because of like demographics, and isn't he like anti-demographics though?
Yeah.
And I don't
Um,
know.
John Hoff, we're not arguing. Don't worry. I've got a Scottish accent and the lassie's got a southern accent, so we both have a kind of strong accent. So it sounds like we're. It's just that our accents are the way they are. We're actually having quite a good time. Jeff Nott is asking what's happening. We're having a banter chat. If anyone wants to jump on, they can
This
come in.
isn't banter, but
Yeah, just talking basically. It's not banter. It's just talking. But yeah, like. I think we should have a fact of the day of a Jew. Like, you know how there was that game and it was Name the Jew?
Well, it's
And
like
that girl got
you have
mad.
to find rare ones. Like I mean, like literally like rare Jew facts. They need to be like kind of fun because you can't just have like all these like depressing Jew facts, right? So um, I go and I search for like a random Jew fact, like the fact that like just something stupid like Israel's stamps are kosher, as is giraffe milk
Yeah.
and stuff. Like
Yeah.
just like stupid Jew facts, and then like you could
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I do.
Do you know what I think's absolutely crazy? The fact that police from actual America get trained to go to Israel to do the knee, like the knee thing. That's where it came from.
Mm.
Like I watched an Arab Jew. He was a Jew from Israel, and he was like talking about these weapons. He says that these killer weapons. He suddenly realized that the they'd been selling to different countries, and he'd done a speech, and he said he suddenly realized they were the when they said they were getting tested out. Yeah, they were getting tested out on Palestinian children. What would happen was they would get Jewish Arab kids that looked like Arabs, but they were actually Jewish, and they would get them to throw stones to make it look like something happened. Then they would literally just annihilate the families. They shoot pregnant women, Muslim women, and they wear a T-shirt afterwards saying two shots, one kill. No, one shot, two kills, and they wear that T-shirt, and then they with the men, they aim in that for their heart and for their head, and then it's like,
Yeah, they get
that's
trained. They
what
get
is.
it's the IDF that trains them, right? So is it the IDF or the eight? Yeah, it's the IDF.
Yeah, it's war
Well, I mean,
crimes.
Jews and
It's just disgusting. I'm just glad that they've arrested Giswell Maxine, but I want to see what the fuck's gonna happen. Oh wait, there's Donnie's wanting to come on, right? Like Donnie, and you come, Donnie. How you doing, Donnie? Donnie. Donnie just came on. Is everyone there? Donnie. Why is everyone went quiet? Hello's expressed her sorrow at her death in 13 days. Seriously? Probably, yeah. What's happening to the? Why is everyone went just quiet? And Donnie's gone now. Saz, are you still there?
yeah.
I'm Glaswegian Jeff on. Yes, I am. My accent gives it away. Do you know what? I don't care about doxing myself because see my accent. Scotland's only got 5 million people, and we've only got a few cities, and the cities are all. Each city has got a very distinctive accent. Like my accent's Glaswegian. What the fuck you saying? I'm a Glaswegian. Then you get Ken. What I mean? Like, hey, I'm Edinburgh. I'm posh. Then you
I
get
had to I had to
just
restart it. Sorry.
right, right. Oh wait, wait. Hello.
What?
Are you there? Are you cool?
Yeah, I'm here.
Right. Cool. I don't know why there's two of you. That's funny.
Yeah, I know. I
Glasgow.
like it's just it froze or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so Jeff not says at least you're not a Ponce from Edinburgh. You were talking about Ponces from Edinburgh woes, like because it's like it was the HIV capital for what like in Europe for like a few years, and it's just full of guys that wear Uggs, and yeah, it's very
Wait. What are you talking about?
Edinburgh, like just the
Oh,
way the difference between Glasgow and Edinburgh. Glasgow, like we're like normal and decent, and Edinburgh, the people are very kind of, not just lefties, but they're mostly gay. Aberdeen as well. Aberdeen speak like this. For about see feel like, eh? Do you know what
You know,
that means?
do you know F39?
Eh? They go, eh?
Yeah, there's a guy, he's from Glasgow, and he has a really, really like thick accent.
Thick accent like Glasgow. It'd be like if he was a guy, he would speak like, "Aye, what you saying? I know what? I know. Here you. What? Put that down. I swear down. I will fucking go mental, man. No, I don't think so." And then Edinburgh's like this, man. Yeah. What about see fair like, eh? Could have it see fair like what the fuck are you talking about? And then Dundee goes fair for a pay, eh? And that means like five for a pie. Honestly, they'll go like, eh? Five. Didn't hit my puss. Didn't hit my puss. It's like, the fuck you talking about? I'm knocking you in the face. I'm fucking punching your face and you're hurting my puss. You're hurting my puss. And I'm like, I don't want puss. What are you talking about? They're just weirdos up north. It's true though, isn't it, Geoff? You know. Uggs law, I know. Regional accents, yeah. You're getting education on the Scottish accent. I know, and I've got a fucking amazing lass on. I just wish she was as. She's usually more kind of talkative, but I'm just glad to
Yeah,
have her
I just don't
on.
know. I don't know what you want to talk about. I don't want to interrupt you. This is like your show and stuff.
You could talk about anything, darling. Like you are just, you're a shining star. You could talk about. I mean, I was talking about Jews. I was talking about my Chihuahua. You could talk about anything. Like the people would just love to listen to your accent, and you're such an
Uh,
interesting person. I know that sounds
no.
cringe, but like, you are like amazing. Like you should hear her. Like, see in the Discord, she's such a fucking, as she says, straight shooter, and she just comes in and she'll be like, nah, I'm not like that, and like she'll get rid of people like mud sharks if she don't like them and certain things, and she knows what she likes and she sticks to it, and she's got her own values that are very smart. Hey, you had your dinner, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's really nice. I don't. I'm so used to like the group, and they're just so absolutely terrible to me, you know. So I'm just playing.
Oh, no.
What is Weeaboo? What does he want?
Who?
This, oh God, tank top.
Yeah, there's a guest in these bloody damn cylinders. I don't know, I'm from Glasgow. A snowman, are you for Glasgow as well? No one of you called a snowman. At least so what, say I'm glad. He was on the computer for days, and then his computer fucked up and he was raging because he was showing all these funny things to Alex. Did you ever see,
Hey, I gotta
oh
give me a
thank,
second.
did anyone
I'll be right
ever,
back.
yeah, right, okay, right. I'm gonna show people something, right, while you do that, right? Give me 2 seconds. Did anybody see this? Right, wait a minute. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. I love you all. Watch this. I need you to see this. Right. Share audio. Share. 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 Right. Wait till you see this. This is just, to me, this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Well, it's, oh, come on. I want to find the one that he does, Fing Chips does one, and he does one with like talking about the what's his name's a rat, and he's gonna eat him. Yeah, right. Wait till, oh, have you seen this one? This one's hysterical. I love this.
When I was born in the colony of Atlantis, I remember everything everything about our mother civilization through the stories of my grandfather in that life. And one of the most important stories was that we all came from the breathing of the universe. The universe in that time was the consciousness of every dimension creating us. And the story said the first ones on arriving were the Nemnir, then the Sofhir, then the Alithir, and then the Aesir. And the Aesir had sons and daughters with humans.
Sorry
and
about this.
That created us, the Sem, the people from Atlantis. I am your host and guide, Matias Stefano. We will explore these families and how they shape Atlantis.
Right, this isn't what I want to show you. I want to show you this. No!
Hey, look at that empty wall. Said no one really. Stuck between walls lately?
This is pissing me off.
We get you. And because we're not about to leave our place anytime soon, let us introduce you to our master plan. Shall we, photographer? The first rule is this. Don't bang your head against the wall. Instead, let's play it to your advantage. The second, go small or go big, it's up to you. The size doesn't matter, at least here. The last rule, send us your best image. This will be the driving force for your future orders. You choose the medium, acrylic or dye bond metal print, MDF wood mount, or classic
Will you
framed
shut
print.
up?
Do you know how many people out there stare at empty walls right now? Help them fill the space with your images and our products. So the next time your clients get stuck in their home, they stare at your artwork.
No,
Don't
do
let
be
them
stuck
think
in a
about
wall, you
really.
fucking fag.
You cannot do everything alone, right? We'll gladly help you capture the market of the
I
product.
want to kill him.
We
I
have
want to
something
kill him.
exceptional for you.
Go away!
Time is ticking. Follow this plan. Execute it. And watch the money.
I will fucking execute
Come
you.
in.
What is this? Fuck off. Will you shut the fuck up? Shut the fuck up, you annoying piece of shit. See if it's another one, I'm gonna
Hey,
stop it.
look at that
No,
empty
fuck
wall.
off. Fuck off, right? Please just be this.
Right, I've been ripping on InfoWars. I don't think InfoWars is a trustworthy source of information by and large.
You're in my business, Shapiro. I'm in your business now.
Ah,
I might just go drive up to Cisco this weekend, take a few Army officers with me, and have a conversation with the billionaires that are financing you. Maybe show them some files, Shapiro.
woo!
Want that? Think you do?
Dude,
I think I'll do it.
I think you do.
I'll get in your business. You know what happens when I get in people's businesses, boy? They ain't business long, son.
Yeah, little
You like what I did to your daddy, Beck? He really did to himself, didn't he? But we told everybody what he
Look
was.
at that face. Look at that Jew.
So you want to be in a man's world, son?
But you're not. Who's
I
your
took on
Jew?
Hillary Clinton with my audience, and we kicked her butt. She's coming after me right now. I'm in a man's world, son. I'm self-made. You couldn't do a damn thing. He couldn't come up with
It
a
gets so
dollar.
much better.
Alex
It's
Jones
so-
is a crazy. He's a crazy person.
He's not a crazy person. Fuck you.
He's a crazy human. Okay, and I don't mean that in a clinical sense. I just mean that I look at him and what? So, and I don't think I'm out of bounds in saying this. If you spend any time listening to Alex Jones, this is
I need to find the bit where he does it.
I know you think like you're like super Machiavelli and everything, and all you got investors, that are us. This leftist entitlement of this Glenn Beck, don't come on his show. Why is he doing that? Ben Shapiro is a Judas goat to
There's a bit where he talks about being a rat. It's just,
smart, Shapiro. You act so tough. Shapiro! I run things, me! The amazing Shapiro! What a joke! I haven't set my guns on you yet because your lord and master, Beck, already sunk his ship.
it's just so funny.
this earth? Why? Why? I'm not gonna be on some goddamn Satanist island with a...
Did you see? Did you see him? Did you see? Hi, is it Rational Times here? How yous all doing? Did you see? Oh wait, Sarah's stuck. Sarah's stuck. Hi, Sarah. I had to stream. Did you see how funny? Are you there, darling?
Yeah.
Dex, are you there?
Is
How
it
you doing,
working?
Dexter?
Is it working? Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah. Oh, how fun! Did you? I hope you could hear Alex Jones calling. He goes. He was screaming about Ben Shapiro, and he was going, "You want to be a man?" He says, "Have you ever seen a rat that comes into a kitchen and you see the rat and you put your foot on the rat and you crush its little bones and you feel bad for it, so you pick it up and you give it, and then you look at it and you give it mercy, and then you throw it to your cat and your cat eats it. That's like Ben Shapiro." And he basically calls him a rat and everything, and like then they all call him.
Why is he calling like his kin a rat?
Oh no, he's calling Ben Shapiro a
I know,
rat.
why? Like why? Like what is he?
Because Ben Shapiro basically, see, you know the black lassie, what the fuck's her name? You know the black lefty that turned into a right one that like they all show off? Candace Owens, and the other black right one, what's her name? Candace Owens and fuck's his name? You know the one everyone knows who he is. He's black and he's they because he went to MAGA side, like they all disown him. Kanye West. Well, those two were going to go on Alex Jones's show, and Ben Shapiro wrote on Twitter,
It's like
"Are you
it's a competition of who's like more Jewish. Like I mean, like
Sorry?
they both are like I don't understand like why he's angry at Ben Shapiro. It doesn't make any sense. They like all have like they
the
have like
reason
the same beliefs. Like what's going
yeah,
on?
the reason he was angry was because Ben Shapiro wrote on Twitter basically that Alex Jones was a psychopath and don't dare go on his show. So he was like, "Who the fuck are you to tell them not to go on my show?" And blah blah blah. And they had this big argument that blew up, and like Ping Trip caused it all. It was funny to watch.
Oh.
It blew out basically because Ben Shapiro told them not to go on the show, and it just blew out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched one full show. One of whatever what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
he
know what it's
did
called.
so much right. He called him a rodent as well. He actually calls him a rodent, and he says it
It's the
tells.
guy is Luke Randosky or Radosky or whatever from We Are Change. Is he from like originally from uh Infowars? Like with does anyone
The
know?
what one?
Like Luke Randowski, he is with We Are Change. Like
Oh,
were they originally with Infowars?
no, I don't know. I don't really. I don't know Infowars that much. I know like I only watch some. I've only watched the clips because like I'd see after he got banned and everything. But everyone's talking about now. Everyone's talking about shot Talcum X. Fucking. Have you seen pictures of that Talcum X? Like Malcolm X. Like he was literally ginger. How can he say he's black? I mean, how can you get away with that?
Malcolm X is ginger.
No,
Well, I don't.
no. You know, what Sean King?
No.
He was born Sean King he's from Black Lives Matter, and he was born ginger and he's white, and he's trying to say he's black because he dyed his hair black and he's got a tan, and he said that his mother's a whore.
Let him live like among like the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah,
Like
but no, but the thing that I wouldn't bother with him. But the fact that what he's doing is he goes to all these families like from Black Lives Matter that have had children killed from guns ricocheting off and little children killed. He raises all this money to help the families. Then he keeps the money. That's what really makes me think. That's what people hate him so much for, like because like he keeps the money and like.
what he's pulling a Coletti.
Like it's just disgusting what he does. Like I mean, imagine like promising like grieving families, "Oh, I'm gonna help you with money," and then
I
taking it.
honestly don't care if like they get robbed in their Black Lives Matter. I don't at
No,
all.
I'm the same, but I just think like he's white, like so it's kind of like it's kind of funny how they talk about like, oh, the white man does this, the white man does this, and then there's a white man pretending he's black stealing from them. And it's like okay, like yeah, that's kind of funny. but it's fucked
Yeah,
up.
Modus, I was asking, like, are they from Alex Jones, like originally, like from his show? That's all I was curious.
Is he from where?
Because I think I remember seeing him, like, because he goes and like interviews like Rothschilds and like
Yeah.
all these people and stuff, and I think I saw the info war like jacket on him before, but
He talks about the Rothschilds. He talks about like Bill Gates, and he was taught. I'm talking about years ago. He was talking about Epstein's Island, the pedo island, years ago. Years ago, like when I was a child, my mum told me about it. Like he's been telling people there's a pedophile island. Bill Gates goes to. He was naming them all, and nobody believed him, and it turned out to be true. It's like it's quite fucked up. Like he was going like because he talks about conspiracies, but then like he actually had one that was true, and like nobody believed him. And then I mean, the thing that freaks me out, see the whole Epstein Island thing. It's kind of like people kind of just made a joke of oh Epstein didn't kill himself. It's like yeah, do you not understand that there was so many children
well,
trafficked
there's
there
literally
and abuse.
there's an ex-Israeli spy like that's claiming that Jeffrey Epstein was blackmailing.
Yeah, he must have had a little book or something, and he would get people to do different things, and like, I just think it must be. I don't know what went on that island, but that island will be. You know how there's like, I'm
What
not
is
like
that
saying like,
noise? What is that noise? What is that noise?
it might have been my like my phone doing anything. But see if see have you ever been somewhere and you just know like evil's been there? I think like that island, nobody could live in that island anymore because no matter what's there's probably been child sacrifices and stuff there. It's just horrible. It would need to be like blessed and everything or something. I don't know, or just knocked down.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone could buy that. It's it's a bit disturbing.
Would you, Snowman? What do you mean? I'm trusting. I'm too trusting for this subject matter. Please, will you? No. Um.
Yeah,
Da,
that's true. What is it?
so
What does it mean?
listen to this. Someone called Daryl Levin said the pair of them are just grifters. Who are you? Do you have a channel? I've been on. I've had a channel and I've actually done stuff online in real life for fucking over a year and a half. Like, who the fuck are
Wait, you're
you?
saying wait.
And
No, stop, Daryl. You are calling. I don't think. Are you calling us? I don't think he's calling that to us. I think he's.
oh, is it
I
right?
think he's
Yeah, I
saying that
thought.
about Ben Shapiro and Alex Jones.
Oh, were you? Yeah, because I was just like, I was like, he was being really nice, and then he just said that, and I was like, why are you calling us grifters? I was like, um,
I was really pissed when I found out Mark Collette has that show called The Secret Agent, and like my favorite book,
yeah,
by Joseph Conrad is called The Secret Agent. I was like, damn.
yeah, I know that's crazy. Like, oh, Mark Click speaking. Sarah's a favorite. Siri. Oh, right. Oh, Mark Click Spaghetti's always in. He's funny, right? Two seconds. Um,
I know. Come on, Marco, you're supposed to be in here.
he always appears. Right, 2 seconds. Oh, I'm trying. I was gonna have some cola, and then I was like, I took a sip of it, and it's like I can't drink fizzy juice. It just is like, I'd rather have tea. I'm a tea drinker. Rational Times. Do you know I played your song? I played your song with me, and I played. Do you want to see the song one more time? It only lasts like 10 seconds. Irrational Times done a song about me. Right, I'll show you it one more time. It's funny, right? 2 seconds. Share screen, share audio. Because it was this was made by Irrational Times for me, and I love it so fucking much. People are like, "Oh, you're not offended by it?" I'm like, "Fucking love it!" Like I'll play it like constantly. Like I play it as my see when I start up. I play this thing, and when I start, it's just so good. Right, let me come on, hurry up, YouTube. 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 I hate when it takes ages to do this.
What, like, what are you, wait, what is it that you're doing?
Right, okay.
What, like, what are you, wait,
Right.
what is it that you're doing?
Right, I'm just gonna play the song that right, this is the song. It's called Lacy Marie by Irrational Times. Here we go, you ready? He's ready for the song. Here we go.
She might be sleeping, she might be crying, she might be drinking, but I don't think that she's lying. She's acting wild, she's being crazy. She's our favorite live streamer because everybody wants to be wild and free. The truth is so brutal, so is Lacy Marie. You can say what you want, you can think what you believe, but you're gonna stop and watch Lacy's live stream. It's Lacy Marie. It's Lacy's live stream. It's Lacy Marie.
Woo! Thank you, Irrational Times. I just love the fact that he done that for me. And then I done an interview with him about the thing, and he just said, yeah, I felt like I was putting the whole, what was it, I know everyone else laughs at it, but I fucking think it's hysterical. I can laugh at myself. That's the difference. See, a lot of people can't laugh at themselves. I laugh at myself a lot. That was when I went to see the UK Nationals BP thing. We mentioned Lacy Marie, Ben Shapiro. That was when I was me and Ashley and all day talk. That was me fighting. That was me in London posting stuff, Scotland. I'm just trying to find something. That's me and Ashley talking. That's funny. I'm trying to find something that you like. Oh, do you like this song? This is actually a really good song. It's a parody. Not this shit. Ah! Stop doing this shit to me. It's hurting my ears.
What?
See when they do the adverts. Oh.
What you, baby, I got what you need. You know I got it. All I'm asking.
How many albums have you had? 4. And no hits. Honey, find the songs that move you. Until you do that, you ain't going nowhere.
Is this like a black movie?
Ow! Fuck off! Stop it.
Aretha, you do talk, don't you? Not just sing?
I like you to call me Miss Franklin. You have to disturb
We need
the
to
peace.
bring back.
This is
Prologue.
Shut up! This is not what I'm trying to show you. It's fucking just ruining everything. It's because I'm trying to show you a video and then that fucking shit comes on and it makes me so angry. It's like I'm trying to show you something that's funny and actually good.
This
fuck
is a Smile Direct Club aligner. It's how Smile
You
Direct Club safely
cakes!
and
I
gently
will
straightens
kill
your
you,
teeth 3
motherfucking
times sooner than
sakes.
braces.
So like
How's it
Lacy,
work?
I have you yelling.
Wait, I'm muting it. A fucking kiking piece of shites and who the fuck? Like, it's like I want to show you a funny video and then it's like, oh look, a bunch of black people that just taught to sing, ooh, and I'm like, fuck off, screaming like to myself. I just right. This is the video right here. Right, hopefully it's just such a good song. Oh come on, you dare, and I will. Yeah, this is good. Right, wait till that. Right. This is it. What about being white?
Now this place is fucking frightening me. I found somebody and they'll come for me. And even Muslims who join ISIS still can enter.
Muslims.
Hey, Mark. How do you use his name?
And it gives you status.
Yeah, see, it's all true.
A crazy nation at the end, afraid to offend. The politicians do not represent the will of people who feel discontent. They won't admit that their allegiance is with their donors. But you
What is this? What is this? How do you
I don't even need your stuff. You put us all in danger and we've had enough. Woo! No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Just defend, take the borders, we're being raped and plundered. I guess you just need the votes. Now you're just so dodgy and you have to go. Now you're just so dodgy and you have to go. Now you're just so dodgy and you have to go.
This is so brilliant. Wait till you see this bit. Fuck you, you.
Now and then I think of all the times we called Ramonas. That we are leaving and there's nothing that can be done.
what is this?
I will be standing in your way. Leave the EU and prepare to pay. 'Cause we're not gonna let it go. And we will attack you because you're all racist and xenophobe. But you didn't have to fuck me out. Take our rights and recover yourself and now we're nothing.
Hey, Lacy, how many times have you listened to
You
this?
put us all in danger and we've had enough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Just defend, protect the borders, we're being raped and plundered. I guess you just need the votes. Now you're just so dodgy and you have to go. So dodgy, you have to go. So dodgy, now you're just so dodgy and you have to go. So dodgy, you have to go. So dodgy, now you're just so dodgy and you have to go.
Marco's trying to get in.
Right, I was gonna-
You hear me?
Right, sorry about that. Like, did you just like it though? Did you just like the song?
I don't really do parodies.
Wait,
Yeah,
oh, wait,
I do.
wait,
I
wait,
like,
Colette,
I like
spaghetti,
the-
wait, sorry, I'm so sorry, I didn't
even
see you there,
even
darling.
though I don't like TRS or whatever, like I like spend stuff. Like
Colette, I'm so sorry that I didn't see you there, darling. I was because I was listening to that, I was dancing away at that song.
You
But
deserve
you know, I would have let you in straight away. Like I would always let you in. You're like fucking the man.
you got me
how
banned
are you
and
doing?
muted yesterday.
How are you
Doing
doing?
fine, they say. It's a me,
It's a
Mark.
me. It's a man. It's a Mark. Oh, you've got the tan and you've got the spaghetti. Did you bring me my pasta
No.
to make my bolognese? I was going to
Bubble-
put some parmesan. I was going to put some parmesan on your monocle for
Oh my
tonight.
goodness.
What you two doing then?
Just I was literally just playing random shit. I just wanted to have a stream where it was just fun and bullshit and then see like when nobody was on, I was like, well, okay, I guess I'll
I
just
was
talk
like,
about Jews.
I didn't know. I know that you're 6 hours ahead of me, so I didn't know what time you wanted to do this. So like, I'm freaking so
Yeah.
exhausted because I was up past switching
Because
hours.
I was waiting for you for so long, and then like I
Yeah,
was like,
and so I was like, okay, like, if she doesn't come in like an hour, I'm just gonna go to sleep because I'm sleep deprived or
yeah.
whatever.
and-
So
well, someone came on before you, and honestly, they were pretending they were you, and I thought it was you, and I was like, but they didn't say Dixie, and they didn't speak, and I was like, why are you not talking? And then I was like, then I realized, and I was like, so I just kind of ignored
that's
them.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but I was like, it just they didn't say anything bad. They just didn't talk, and I was like, that can't be her. And then
Do
finally
you
you
normally
came.
let your like the streamers, like, well, not streamers, but the people who are in chat, like, join in with you?
No, this is like a first. I've
You
just
should,
decided
you
because
should
of
go
with
do
Bruce,
that.
I'm gonna start doing it. See, because if Bruce does it and like things like that,
Yeah,
that
I
gave me
think
because
Kenny
I've
and
always
them
been myself.
have. Yeah, I think Kenny and them do it, and that's why they've got like a
I
whole
think
group
Henry
now.
would come on, and the reason I like doing this is because I want to get like the more of the community, like because people can just jump on, and I know Motos Operands, he loves watching things, and like certain people that I know, like they can come in and be brilliant. Do you know what? Do you know what fucking YouTube done? By the way, they went. Not only did they unsub some of my fans, but they actually went into my thing and took like unmodded some of my mods. So I'm gonna like have to give people back wrenches because they took wrenches off people that I'd given them wrenches to. Like, are they allowed to do that? Why did they do that?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I was typing
I just
something.
said, yeah, they took wrenches off people that I'd given wrenches to. And I was like, what the
Oh,
fuck? Like, YouTube had actually went in and done the whole thing where they took wrenches off. I took, like, with wrenches that I'd given.
I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't do streams or YouTube. Like I was hesitant to come on here because I usually just stay like with like have me in the group, you know.
Yeah.
But
It was just fucking weird. It was like, what? Why would they do that? Um,
I guess you just give them again. I don't know. Why are you acting like that today, Marco? You being a skit.
What? What's going on?
Nothing. So I tried to watch that Africa video and I got tired. Is it just like police brutality crap?
it's yeah, but it kind of also leads to like I played it. You see the video, like I played some of it, but because for copyright reasons I didn't play the whole thing. But I went
No, I'm
through
just
it. But
asking.
the
Like,
thing
is that basically what it is?
it basically it tells you what happens when you take away the police and like because what they did was
Well,
they
I
were
don't
like
think
we
you need a
don't.
video to understand that. But I mean, I guess
Yeah, but
that's proven
they're
evidence.
trying to South Africa are begging like warning. I had comments. I had a comment from a guy saying like,
Do
"God
they still
bless
have
you." Like
like a that locust like thing plague going over there?
no, it's black people are killing white farmers and like it's like a genocide, but like as they said it's not big enough to be a genocide and the politicians are dancing saying kill the Boers and like it's like they're not just killing their boiling babies, they're gang raping the children in front the mums in front of the husbands, killing them, taking out their eyes, doing like horrific shit, like shit you don't even want to know about. It gave me nightmares when I watched it. And basically, that's what happens when you defund the police. People get guns that are criminals, and they end up then winning. And it's just fucked up. And it's a warning
Well,
because Yuri Bezmenov's in the film, and he's basically showing you the similarities that's happened in South Africa that's happening in America, and he's saying that is going to be your future. Even though there's more, yous have got less black, that is going to be your future. If you don't do something
well,
now.
I don't. Okay, so first off, like I can see it be getting bad. Yeah, sure, I can see it getting bad. But second off, you have to realize that like like those blacks are like a lot different than like our black. Well, I don't even want to say our blacks because that's being generous, but they're not the same, you know.
No, but I mean, I've
And so
seen
their
videos
beers
though.
are
Like
different.
I've seen videos like of like in
I mean,
Atlanta and like
the
and I've
ones
been
like
to America where they're like, and I'm not being funny. They
Bible Belt
run around
South.
with
Like,
guns that
okay,
shoot
let's just
themselves.
hang on real quick. So Bible Belt
Yeah.
South, like we just look at all of them. Like it has over 30%. You know, they're like over 30% in most of the like really southern states. And you see them like acting like subservient in a sense. Like they're not out looting and rioting and tearing down like their shit simply because they know that we're not gonna like help them rebuild it. You know, so that's the thing. Like that's the difference. Like all it takes is like just a stern. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything about a black's neck because I don't want to get like hate crime. But yeah, all it takes is just like us, like cracking the whip in a sense.
It's so true. Like it
Yeah,
really
so it's like
is.
I think because it's like just like it's been embedded in them or whatever. Like I'm a firm believer in like the cornerstone speech and the hierarchy of races and stuff. So it's like we either rule over them or we can't rule equal to them. So
Yeah. Just need to quickly see I need to address what Snowman said because I think he's Scottish and Snowman. I agree with you. See, like with the Scottish independence thing, like right now Scotland is basically an ethno state, right? But the thing is, the problem that we've got is we have got our leaders are all fucking, as Sargon of Akkad says, SJWs, he still says that word.
I,
Our leaders are all fucking idiots, and they're all like, oh, we want immigrants and all this, and we don't. We're like, fuck off, no, we don't. And like, because it's the
Yeah,
country's
Scotland
split.
and Ireland need to get like a hard dose of their own medication. Like they are
Yeah,
it's gonna get bad.
yeah, it's like I
Sucks.
said, like we've got 0.1%. Remember, like we looked up at 0.1% black people, and it's basically there's a few Chinese people in, but it's like it's 90% white. Like, do you know what I mean?
So
And
the blacks, I'm gonna answer a question real quick and for Lily. Like, so blacks from 1800s all the way until like present day, they have never exceeded over 14%, and they have never dropped under 12%. So it stayed between 12 and 14%
I think
since
that that's
1800.
I
And
honestly
the only
think
reason that
that
like that white percentage is going down is because obviously like they've added a bunch of illegal
that's
Mexicans
exactly what
in
it
there.
is, and they're trying to
So it's
say,
not
"Oh,
like it's
white
like,
white people aren't having children." That's bullshit.
well,
Like,
no, like
if you,
we aren't, like we're down. Our fertility replacement rate is gone down. It's
yeah, it's
not
going
good.
like. I mean, I
But
seen
you
this.
got so many people. Like it's have you seen that mouse Utopia? Like the beautiful, you know what I'm talking about? Where
Yeah,
the guy does an experiment where he he puts these mice in a mouse, I don't know, house thing, and he like feeds
and
them and he does all this stuff, and he just observes them, and he starts to notice they have like a boom at one point, like, and you can think of like the baby boomers, right? And then it
yeah,
just starts going down from there. Then like the mice start acting like all weird and just they call them like the beautiful ones. It's like the kind of like what you
yeah,
would see today, like with like soy
yeah.
boys and
It's
feminists
so
and shit
true.
like that.
Exactly.
So, anyways, my point is that the mice ended up dying off completely because they became overpopulated at one point.
I've
Yeah,
seen
and
that.
Anyway,
It's pretty gruesome, that is.
and
yeah. So also you
you
look it
don't.
up. Like it's really here. I'll actually link it in the chat if you want.
That'd be brilliant.
And that's
I
like
was
you
just,
see in these cities, like you see in New York, you see in like New Orleans and like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and all these yuppies and stuff, and how just decayed and just depraved like all these people are, these liberals. It's absolutely disgusting. It's not normal. It's not natural, and that's probably why
that's
they're
very.
over
I'd love to
socialized
see a
and
link of
stuff.
that.
Yeah, it's
Um,
gross.
just quickly, Booyakasha, you don't need to download Streamlabs to send me shekels. I've got Streamlabs, but I've got PayPal as well, just because PayPal's a lot easier. So if you want to send shekels, you can just do it on the why did somebody do this? Like, because it's like, uh, yeah, at least you don't have dumb feminist Spice Girls for government. I think, yeah, Finland, blah, blah, blah. Except Germany, Shekels, Merkel. Oh, I know Shekels, Merkel. I agree with that. Yeah, I'll put that up there. Makes sense. But yeah, no, I've got PayPal. It's a lot easier. PayPal, you just basically throw me shekels that way. Like I done my last stream. Jen Reno sent me like it was a few dollars, and it just I know like it's what's the word? I even said like it means a lot because it's like I don't do it for the shekels. Like I do it for the banter, and I like meeting people and like online and talking to people, and like when people like obviously enjoy it, and he's like, oh, I want to throw you some shekels. Like it's like cool. It's like, and do you know, honestly, and I swear this is the funniest thing ever. Like I actually thought shekels was just like an abusive word. Like people didn't do it, but their money is actually called
A
shekels.
shekel.
Yeah, they actually, because I watched this thing and it was about see like these Israeli, like they were kind of like they grew up in America, and they were normal, and what happens is they get sent to Israel for a year and they come back, or they don't come back. They either come back married and they're like, anti-Zionist, or they stay in Israel, and but they get really religious when they go over there. But they were talking about shekels and stuff, and I wanted to watch it because I was like, I want to see what these get up to, like what happens there. And like a lot of them end up taking drugs. There was a few died because they party a lot. They've got drug problems. There's like a lot of stuff that like, because I wanted to learn about the Jew. Because I thought if the Jew is the problem, like you need to learn about the Jew. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like I wanted to know everything about them. And if you noticed as well, see the Jews that are the ones that have like 7 babies and that are the Hasidic Jews, they are very anti-Zionist. They literally they marched down
The
London.
bad thing about them is they are very anti-goy too, because they're
Oh
very
yeah, 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 yeah.
anti-Christian. They're the
They
ones that would
pretend.
cast us
Yep.
into the pit and leave us there.
They one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I got an interview with one of
They're
them
just
down in
all
London.
bad. Like
I got an
it's
interview with one of them
not.
down in
I
London,
don't even
right?
think that there's
Honestly, and
like a spectrum for
he
like
lied
bad Jew. You know.
yeah, he lied to my face. So he lied to my face on camera. He basically
We're
he
gonna
done
have
an
a Jew
interview with me
spectrum now. That's what we're
because
gonna have. We're just gonna line them
he
up
was
and be like, where do we place you?
yeah, he basically was standing there and like I says, "Can I get an interview?" And like he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," and he was like, "I'm anti-Zionist," and he was holding an anti-Zionist thing, and I said, he said, "I don't like what they're doing in Israel. They're it's a what's it called?" He was saying they're making an ethno state, they're killing the Palestinians, and it's against this. And he was like talking to me, and then the next minute, this guy came and grabbed him away from me, and then I had somebody like a Palestinian tell me like it was actually a Palestinian guy, and he came up and said, "Listen, they fucking he might be talking to you, but he hates you." He said he thinks you are just a dirty goyim, and like he basically thinks you are like. He might be saying, "Yeah, I'm anti-Zionist," but it's because they don't want any trouble. They don't want to be, they don't want any attacks on them, so they are anti-Zionist. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's twisted. It's not that they're our friends. They're pretending they don't like us at all. Like, even though they were marching in London, they've done it in New York. You see them all the time. They'll talk to you. They'll say, "Yeah, yeah, we're on your side. We don't like what's going on to the Palestinians. We think it's horrible." But they fucking hate us. They hate. You're so right. Like they literally, they're the one. They're the Talmud ones.
Yeah,
They
like they're the parasite. Like, you can't see past your host, right?
yeah, exactly
They're
because
the
it's
ones that
like
are going to be the parasites. They're all of
yeah,
them. All of them.
they're complete parasites because they don't have. They never want to have a homeland. Because in their mind, in the Talmud it says that they're not meant to have a homeland.
Well,
And
what I meant by them is like like the way that they're parasite is the fact that like they're hardcore like they believe in the Torah, Talmud, whatever, like all of it. Like, those are like the worst ones, and so those are the ones that would like want to commit like the most violence
yeah,
against us.
I want. Do you know what? I've read a lot of the Talmud, but
They
like
have this book, and it's called
it's
The
horrible.
Secret
It's
Doctrine of Israel. I don't know if any of you have heard it.
what's it called, Dan?
It's The Secret Doctrine of Israel.
Oh, I'll need to find what. Tell you. You need to please show me that.
It's really expensive though. Like I have the PDF. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, do you know, like, somebody put up on Twitter and they said, it was like, they said, "Just putting this up, no reason, please don't ban me." And it was all the books that were banned from Amazon, and every single book was about either, like, the Holocaust revisionists, Jews, anything to do with the Jew or the Holocaust. There was book after book after book, all of them were, like, banned.
So it's a study of the Zohar and its connections of early students of Kabbalism, Hidden Church of Israel, Majesty of God in Kabbalism, Doctrine of Cosmos, Myth of Early Earthly Paradise, Serpent, Son of Morning and Fall, and the Angels. Like it's like everything. It reveals like everything and where they came up with their beliefs and stuff. It's really good. I don't know if y'all have ever watched True News.
What's True News? I'll need to. I think I've heard of that.
Mark, can you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, Mark, speak. I know you're not speaking. I'm missing.
Hey, I'm just waiting till this conversation moves on so I can ask you a question.
Right. Well, I'll be quiet. On you go. Right, go. Ask us.
No, I was gonna say I watched the Brutus stream that you was on, and I didn't know you was that woke on the Irish question.
Oh yeah. The IQ. Oh, trust me. You know how there's the JQ. It's that.
Yeah,
I know that. I'm very woke on the IQ.
I'm rampant on the Irish question. People know this. I'm quite radical on this, as people say. But
Do you know? I wished you were on there, Mark, because like I was. Did you not listen to me? Like I literally know so much about the IQ because it's the way Scotland is, and it's so subversive. It's basically like it's people are like so focused on the JQ, but in Scotland we don't have that. We've got the IQ.
yeah,
Do you get what I
IQ.
mean?
It's
Yeah.
I think it's the most important question in the British Isles is the
Fu-
IQ, because the
I'm so.
S&P is full of fucking Irish people.
I'm giving you a clap. I'm
Give me a
clapping.
clap.
I'm clapping. Give Mark a clap. Everyone give Mark a clap. Or if you want to press something, he's brilliant.
I know all about the Irish, man. I like because when me and Saz did a 14 words episode about the communists in America, like if they're not Jewish, they're Irish, and they had ties to IRA and all that. It's just people
It's-
underestimate the Irish a lot.
They do. They really do because, like I said, did you not hear me saying you think it when you think of an Irishman, you think oh potato, and like you think oh they're not harmless, but literally, I mean, we in Scotland they're dangerous. They'll literally sing IRA songs, scream them out the window. They'll fucking come. They've got guns.
It's
they
bad.
fucking. It's terrifying. Like
Isn't it
I
half
can
your
see it.
population
I think
Irish
the
as well?
problem is that like Jews like they try to hide as white people, but like Irish can actually hide as white people.
That's what I'm saying. Irish are just as subversive and
So all right,
kinda-
all right, all right, Marco. Like we're gonna have an Irish spectrum, right? Is that how we're gonna do that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I watched that movie In Bruges the other day, and I just felt like really bad. I felt guilty. They're Irish.
I've never watched it.
I know you probably wouldn't like it.
I love it. Have you not noticed though? Like a lot of these films that we watch, like that we feel guilty for people, they never show films about us where we should feel guilty about ourselves. It's always other people. Like why can't we see films where stuff happens to us? Like my friend got murdered in fucking Glasgow. He got tortured. He got set on fire. He got pissed on. He got castrated. He was 15 years old for being white. Where the fuck is his memorial? Where the fuck is what happened to him? Nobody even knows his name. I got fucking banned on Twitter because I got his name trending. I wrote "Rest in peace, Chris Donald," and it's Chris with a K. And I got banned for Twitter, my first Twitter for that. And I was like, what the fuck? And the thing is, like, it was 4 Pakistani men. He was 15, and only one went to prison. And like they done it. They only sent one BBC crew, and they said to the one guy, because they let the other guys go back to Pakistan. They said, "Why did you do it?" And he said, they tried to say they cut it off. He said straight away, first away, because he was white. And then he said, also he was an infidel. He was an infidel, but they cut. He was white. We were there though. We were all there, and they cut it and they made it like what happened. It was a.
It's easy, Lacey. The reason why is because when something happens to like a like a non-white or whatever, they're tribal, so everybody just like starts flipping out. The fact is that like we've been taught not to be like that, right? We're like the most least tribal people like in the entire world. And so when something happens to one of ours, it's just like, well, oh well, it's not me. We're
understand.
We're very selfish, like very
It's so horrible.
On bullshit.
You know what they done to him? Do you know honestly? The thing is, like, I was literally. I went to a school across, like, I knew, I was like, he was a few years older than me, and like, just a few, and all he was doing was him and his friends were walking home, him and his 2 friends, and like, literally, the car stopped with 4 Pakistani men, they grabbed him and his friend, like, his friend managed to get away, and his last words, he said, it was him saying, "But why, I'm only 15, they drove him all the way up to the Highlands, then they drove him back down. They took him to a corner. This is what happened. Now, I want people to know. I know it's horrible, but they need to know what happened to Chris. They fucking took him to a park in Glasgow. They then, literally, they fucking, first of all, they stabbed him, like, between 13 and 27 times, they said, but made sure not to kill him. They then fucking pissed and urinated on him and poured milk on him. They stopped. They then were like torturing him more, cutting bits off him. They then fucking castrated him. The whole time he was alive, by the way. The whole thing lasted just under 5 hours. They kept urinating and they kept stopping doing things. There was other torture they done to him, and then as he was alive, bleeding out, they set him on fire, and you could hear him scream like he was still alive. And then see when he actually got found, it was a dog walker found him, and the dog walker thought it was a burnt cat because they'd let him burn that bad. Now the police knew everything that had happened, and they let the four Pakistanis go back to Pakistan, and they only because Baldy came forward, that's his nickname, Baldy. He came forward and he was like, because he didn't want to go to Pakistan, and he was like, yeah, I'd done it. He was acting all proud. Do you know he pays people, because Scottish prisons are all white, he basically pays these people to, because everyone wants to kill him. He's got a price on his head, and he was nearly killed a year ago. Somebody dropped a dung bell on his head, but because he's got so much muscle on his neck, that saved his life. But it nearly killed him. But he pays people to look after him, and this cunt we put up, see where he got kidnapped, we put up like all these like Celtic flags for him. He wasn't Irish, but he loved Celtic. He was a young boy. He wanted to play for Celtic. So we put up all the scarves. We put up memorials. Do you know what they done? They ripped them down. This was in the south of Glasgow. It didn't make the news. And do you know what they covered it up with? Stephen Lawrence's murder. And do you know what fucking pissed me off about that? Stephen Lawrence was a gangster. Now, he was black. He was a criminal. Chris was not a criminal. Chris was an innocent boy that played football. Chris got killed for being white and got grabbed for just walking home, not on the high street in the day. The Stephen Lawrence, whose mum became a fucking baron, was a gangster and got killed by another gangster. Why the fuck did Theresa whoever May, treasonous May, make her a baron? And why she never mentioned fucking Chris? Why is that it never came out that fucking treasonous fucking not my fucking prime minister's mouth? She's never mentioned it because do you know it happened in her back garden. She is the MP for that area. I got ran out of there because now she made a deal with all of them, basically all of the bad mosques. She made a deal and she said, if you vote for me as Prime Minister, I will let you have Sharia law. Now they own the south of Glasgow. I know it's only 2%, but they own that whole area. If I was to walk down the south of Glasgow, if I didn't get raped, I would have get beaten by the Sharia. They've got like these people that drive around that aren't even police, but they've actually got the Muslim police force as well. And then you get girls getting raped, but nobody mentions it. Nobody talks about all the girls that got raped, the gang rapes. Like my friend got put up on a table, drink poured on her. She phoned me, like she managed to phone me, and the police were there and everything. And she had it was like, honestly, I'm talking about, let's just say, just under double figures of semen inside of her and all over her. And not one person went to jail. And I was like, what the fuck? Because they were not white. And they said, oh, well, she was drinking and she went in to party with them. She didn't. They basically were like, oh, come with me. And we'd got separated. And so I was sitting in the bar myself, and then I didn't realise she'd went with them. And then the next minute, I got phoned and she's lying, getting covered from being naked, and she'd been gang raped. And it's like, these people need to be named.
This is crazy to me because okay, so my state is basically the entire size of of England, right? And so we have 60-something% whites, right? You have such a small amount of non-whites in comparison, right? Just my state alone. And we don't have I don't think we have near as many, or if we do, it's not reported. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, even Roof, whenever he gave his interview, he gave the exact numbers,
well, like I said,
black on white rape.
We've got very low.
I don't get it. I don't understand how you can only have what is the percentage of these
Right. Basically, we've got two that we're so white, but in Glasgow, there's a Glasgow South that is where all the Muslims are. Like out of the whole of Scotland, there's 2%, and they all live like in Glasgow South. They don't move anywhere else because they all, you know how they all want to be together. If you go to Glasgow South, you feel like you're in Pakistan. All the shops, there's like Sharia law. It's crazy. Like there's
All right. Well,
you
so
get chased
if
out.
people, if like your people go down there, then I mean, I
But
I
we
can't
no, but we
sympathize
used
with
to
it.
no, but what no, but
Actually,
the
they just
reason you
shouldn't be
should
here
have
to begin
no,
with.
but no,
But
this is the thing is, Dixie, like Dan, we lived there and then we got ran out because
right,
they
white
said it was
flight
there.
happened.
Yeah, white flight. They said, but the thing is, they basically had to they killed a boy, a young child, to get us to leave. And then they threatened. Baldy said it'll keep happening if you don't get to fuck, so we all had to leave. And I think there was like a couple of old white women stayed, barricaded their house, but their houses would get smashed in. But I mean, Nicola Sturgeon, that fucking
And
cheesiness
just like
bitch,
that's what the how
that was her
what percentage you say it's like 2%?
2%. But the
Okay,
thing is,
so you're probably
and no,
gonna
but
double
no,
like
no.
the 4% like in the next
This
like
is what I was
6
gonna say
years. So it's
because
gonna be
not
even worse.
honestly that it'll be it's a lot more than 2% because trust me, seeing the what's it called, the sensors, seeing the sensors, the half of them don't even open the door. The rest of them are illegals. I'm telling you, Glasgow South, you go there, look it up on,
Y'all's
please
police
look on
are
the
just
web, and you
trash.
would just see the whole area is just aged, like it's just Muslims, and it's nowhere else in Scotland's like that. It's just Glasgow South. They've taken right over it, and they don't want white people there. That's their area. Do you know what I mean? And they'll tell you like, and it's like so fucking angry, like, and they literally just oh. I mean, why? Where the fuck, Nicholas? That's Nicholas Sturgeon's constituency. Why does she not mention Chris Donald? Why does she not mention fucking that lassie Gemma? Who, by the way, yes, she might have been a prostitute, but guess what? Like, she came from a family that had horses. She was like from a middle class family, so because of like she was from a good family, she made the paper. But and she got chopped up and killed by some Albanians. And the thing is, like, that never got mentioned again. The second they found out what happened to her, never mentioned again. Like her family were like trying to reach out, saying like, look, she came from a good family. She just had something fucked up and happened to her. Yes, and she ended up doing that. And it's like, fucking talk about these people. You can't just forget what happened. It's like, you know how when they say the whoever wins history makes the history, and it's like they've just forgot. They just pretend it's not happening. And then I've got people that are like, I know, like, I mean, literally, I know Muslims that will say to me, like, basically, oh, yeah, we should all join together to get rid of the Jews. They would kill us in a second afterwards. Like, do you think we're that stupid? Like, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna join hands with you so we can get the Jews, which, by the way, I can't see any Jews, and they're probably hidden in Scotland. And if you look at the things for them, they don't. It's hard because they would put themselves as white or something. But I mean, I don't see any synagogues or anything like that in Scotland. I think they might have one. I don't know, but it would be protected, and fuck that. It's just, it makes me so angry. Like, sorry for getting upset. It's just when I talk about Chris, that really hurt me. It was like one of the things that when I was younger, I just couldn't get over, and because of how vicious it was and the fact that nobody seemed to care apart from us. Like, and then we all had to move from our home when they told, and they were like, we were getting spat at on the street. I was like, I think I was 11, and I was outside the school with my pal waiting, and we were both wearing our wee like out school uniforms, and we got spat at, and they were telling us like, fucking, you're like, she was waiting for her pal, and we were like, they told us like to go back to our area, and like we're like, what the fuck, like seriously, like it used to be ours, like the south side used to be, before Pakistan, it used to be a white area. And it's just, it happened so fast, and now, no, you can't, it's no white zones. There's actually signs, no whites, unless they're Muslim.
Well, I think what happens is like when white flight happens, because in a sense that's what I'm experiencing. The blacks stay in like the big cities. We don't have public transportation, so they can't come to us, and like we don't go to them, obviously.
Yeah,
Like
that's it.
hold on, like real quick. You say your yuppies live there now. So what happens is whenever you have like a white flight like that, your city, the town, like or the little village that you live in, it becomes really, really like tribal in a sense, right? Itself.
Yes,
So it kind of
very
teaches
much.
you like what it is that you've been missing your whole life, right? Community
Yeah, yeah,
and all this
that's
other
it.
stuff. So it's like if they were to ever come out there, it's like people stand their ground.
We went to see in Glasgow. Glasgow's very tribal, as you
You want
said.
me to let
And
girl or no?
we went to the East End, but then there's like seeing Glasgow as well, as Mark was talking about with the IQ. Like Mark, can you hear me? There's like a place. There's two places in Glasgow. There's Parkhead, which is
Okay.
all there's. It's all basically everybody's either Catholic or they'll say to you, "Are you Catholic?" Or if you're not Catholic, then you at least need to be a Celtic fan,
Oh.
and you need to be like kind of listen to the IRA song. Then they've got an actual place that's it's see where the Rangers Park Ibrox is. This is a whole community, by the way. I mean, like all communities, and like they'll literally play, like the Orange Walks, and they do like Ulster music, and they've got an Ulster radio, and they've got the just it's like both of them have got terrorist stuff, and it's like this is Scotland, and it's like what the fuck have we got to do with that? And then they started bringing in Zionist v Palestinians, so like Celtic people had to be Palestinian, and Rangers were Zionists, and it's all of this stuff has been like it's been manufactured, and it's the as you said the IQ. I really think it's been snuck in, and it's fucking ruining my like Glasgow was my city. It's my city. It's still my city, but like where I am now, it's okay. But then it's like it keeps spreading. And like right now, like I took a video. There's one of my videos, if you look away back, where I'm standing and I'm just standing on the high street, and all I see everywhere is packs. So I took a video of it and I put it up. I didn't say anything. I just filmed them all and then put it on YouTube. And people were like, I just wrote what I didn't even write anything because I didn't want banned. And then people were like, "This is a fucking invasion. Call it what it is." And because this was them starting to like they were just visiting pages, like, but I was like you don't visit. This is where we've kind of escaped to. Do you know what I mean? And it's like they're kind of then looking up here. It's like no, like Glasgow's a big place. Like you've got your place, stay there. Sorry for ranting. Like that's. I'll stop.
I know that Scotland's like divided, isn't it?
It's
It's
very
Irish, Scottish.
100% Mark.
I've,
You know the
I've,
truth.
yeah, I've seen the Celtics versus Ranger thing, and they just think it's all about football. It's not. It's like ethnic
It's
and
not.
religious.
It's not about football at all. Like that. Why do you think there's so many fights? Like it's not. Do you know? Like even we're in the top. It's not about. See the like if they run a Celtic or a Rangers top. It's nothing to do with the football. It's to do with I don't fucking like the Queen. I'm Irish. I'm this. I'm that. Or if you're wearing the Rangers one, then it's I fucking a bootlicker, or I'm this. I'm that. And like just the like it's all you know what I'm talking about. Like I'm Northern Irish, and it's the yeah the IQ subverted and ruined football, ruined it.
It's very split. You kind of see this in Liverpool as well. It's like nothing compared to Scotland, but you're like, I'm not English, I'm Scouse, because most of Liverpool's
Yes,
Irish.
I saw that. I saw that. They're like, I'm not English, I'm Scouse, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, no, like, that's the.
I just don't trust Irish people. I just see them. They always, even in nationalism, I start to see more Irish people and British nationalist fears like Keith Woods, and it's like, how can you trust these people? They want us to, they want the union to break so we can become little states or something like that. so they can get
No.
the United Ireland back.
That's exact. Honestly, Mark, you're so smart. Honestly, see when you first started telling me that, like, I was like, do you know? And then when I was talking about it with British, I was like, 100%, like, because I've always knew about the IQ, and then, but nobody calls it the IQ. But I'm telling you, that's what it should now be called, the IQ, the Irish question. Because like, and just say, you know, when you say like, oh, do you know the JQ? Just be like, do you know the IQ? Because the IQ is so much more important where we are. Do you know what I'm talking about?
When we did that bit last week, Marco, he's like so we did a stream with like Hemi, and I think you heard it. The guy that was like in charge of it, like created it. He's like he's either a Jew or an Irishman, and he's like straight like he was legit an Irishman, like 100%.
You know, Che Guevara.
Yeah, Che Guevara. Yeah.
He was half Irish as well and Argentinian. So that's a double mix against the British. They have a lot of influence because, you know, the Irish have no loyalty, in my opinion. They sell themselves out to anyone.
Well, I'm not being funny. Do you know Tommy Robinstein is part Irish? I mean, look at what he's done. He literally disowned his Irish part and then said like now he's like this bootlicking. Well, you know who he is, like, and it's like how can you just? They've no loyalty, as you said, because he was complete. He had IRA friends.
You do know that the Irish do get sympathy. Like they play victim a lot. Like
yeah,
they're very, very, very similar to like another group.
Yeah,
they do.
I've seen the marches in America, like English get out of Northern Ireland. I'm like, most Northern Ireland's full of Scots, not us. Like we have nothing.
It's the same here. No, they do marches here. Next time they do a march, they'll do a march probably what day is it? Sunday. I'll film the marches they do. They do little flutes and they do marches and they tell us to get to fuck, and they'll march past and they basically say fucking they want Ireland to be its own little thing and blah blah blah, and they're like they all wear these gay little suits and play flutes, and it's always really early when people are hungover, and they just do it to annoy us. And I mean, if you're going to be intimidating, do not use a flute, please. Like it's just doesn't work. Like, but I'll film them and show you. It's just really annoying. The orange walk that they do.
I just don't trust the Irish. No, when I look into them, like they get funded by the Soviet. They were loyal to the Nazis because obviously they were against Britain. You know, they want more allies. So they sided with them. They lost, so they sided with the Soviet Union. Soviet Union's gone, so they sided with the USA.
Yeah,
they have no loyalty.
During the whenever the collapse happened in 2008, like they were one of a country that they were hurt worse than we were.
They're just, you know, it's just whoever says fuck you to England the most, they just side with, even if it means fucking our own country up. Because now America pretty much owns their corporations and everything about Ireland. It's just I think Ireland's like the 53rd state of America, just like Britain.
So true. That is so true.
They sold themselves out like we did, and it's just to say fuck you to me.
It's because of your oppression on them, okay?
Huh?
It's because of the English and y'all's oppression.
But I was so glad when you started speaking, Mark, because like I'm glad thank you for listening to the meeting when I was talking with Bruce about that, because like I was like wondering where you were, but I was glad that you got to hear it, like because it is an important thing to hear.
Yeah, I don't think anyone goes as hard on the Irish question as Marco.
Yeah, sometimes I can kind of get a bit fed posty, but I calm it down. I'm starting to see a lot go after women now. Like the female question. I kind of understand it, but it's cringe considering no one cares. I don't think women care about politics.
But there are some that do, like I mean I do, but then it's like there's a lot that just want to raise families. Like in Scotland, there's a lot of mums and stuff, and they just want to or they're busy doing whatever, and it's like they don't care. And it's like we can't bury your head into they'll be like, oh, if something happens and it kicks off, we'll do this, but they don't do anything until it actually does kick off, and it's like, well, what the fuck? Yeah.
Are you also woke on the Polish question, Lacey?
Oh, the Polish question, like for me, like they're sneaky. Like every single Polish person I know, they pretend they're like so good, and they're just taxi drivers, and then they've got brothels, and they've got fucking fake money, and they've got like all sorts of stuff. Like that's just the ones that I've came across, and they're like criminals basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's where I am. There's a lot of like building firms, mostly owned by, well, not owns. They kind of subverted them, like the Romanians and the Polish, and they only hire their own now. They don't even hire Brits. You have to speak Romanian or Polish. To think, this is why I don't buy into like this white nationalism bullshit, because there's white people here that I dislike because they take advantage of us. It just shows that this is more of an ethnic thing, an eternal British thing. But we have to, I'm not saying they're a big problem, but they're still a problem.
It's very true though. Like it's like they have to. They just. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like, why are they doing that?
Yeah, I get a lot of crap for that. I'm being called anti-white.
Sojo, just so you know, that's false, Mac. That's not true. White identity is a fiction. Like, no.
Yes, it's Americanization.
No, it is American because, like, dude, we're like a freaking Europe, like melting pot. Like, what do you want us to say? Oh, I'm a Germanic, Dutch, Scot, tiny bit of Anglo. Like, hi, nice to meet you. Like, you don't say that. You just say freaking white because, like, what are we supposed to do? I hate him right now. He's just doing that because he knows I'm gonna get triggered. Like, what are you supposed to say? Like, what you are, like, majority of? It doesn't. Just say you're white. Like, y'all shouldn't say you're white. That's just retarded. And also, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that I'm white. I just say I'm a Southerner.
So black.
Yeah. Oh, okay. One thing I find funny is with you Anglos is y'all are always like, oh, America ain't got no. Oh wait, y'all don't sound like country like that. Never mind. You say that we don't have any culture and this and this, and it's like then you bitch about our non-existent culture coming and affecting y'all's culture.
Yeah, I can't stand that when anyone says you have no culture, Americans have no culture. I'm just like, okay.
I'm like, yeah, well, America
it's not like we're being dominated by a culture.
It's not a very good culture, no. But like, they have it, like it exists.
Yeah, you can say it's shit. It's like when they take piss out of our food. I'm like, you have no food. Like, yes, we do. You can say we don't have much of a food. Like, it's shit. But to say we have none is fucking dumb, and they know it. It's when blacks say that we have no culture. I'm like, what about racism? Is that our culture? Oh, it is your culture. So we do have a culture then. It's not much of a culture, you could say, but we do have a fucking culture.
Yeah, like I haven't, like none of y'all have said that, like oh, you don't have a culture. But I'm sorry, the guy, like the people I'm talking about. It's just like they try to. Oh, it's so aggravating when they say that. And I'm like, dude, where I'm from, like we have culture. And they're like, no, you don't. And I'm just like, yeah, we do. So, Moss, I wasn't talking about, like, y'all. No, I'm not defending Yankees, man. Oh, here he goes. Well, I do like the Northwest Mountaineer. Like, those are like our distant cousins. That's like the Ruby Ridge kind of, thing. I like them.
I'm gonna leave you two alone now. See you later, Lacy.
Are you away? Oh.
Yeah, I'm away, mate.
It was good speaking to you, though. Thank you so much for coming on. Honestly, that was really nice.
No problem.
No, I had a good time. Like, I had a good time listening to you. You're so, like, you are really.
What are you talking about? He didn't even talk.
I know, no, but when he does talk, it's good, isn't it? Like, it's like, yeah, finally.
When you got two women who like to own a stage, it's very hard to get
I'm
avoided.
not doing that.
Oh, so Stuart, I'm sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark. I know that's probably like a lot of guys hate that. I'm really sorry. Like, but the thing is, like, I just understand. Like, I do respect you. I think you're really cool, and I'm sorry if like I was butting in or whatever. I
It's
just
your show,
got.
Lacey. You can do whatever you want.
No, but
This is why people tune into you, not me.
I was like, I feel like flattered that you came on, like, because like I like really like you, but I just think I just got upset when I started talking about Chris. It's the same as like when Dixie came on, like I shouldn't have butted in because I just got really upset talking about Chris, and I let my emotions take over being a female, and I shouldn't have because I've got two great guests on, and I should have let you guys talk. I'm sorry.
Fine, fine, Lacey, mate. Don't apologise. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. Slay you two.
Right. Okay, right.
Nice
See you
talking.
later. Right, bye bye.
They have about they're doing 14. Oh, he didn't leave. Is he still here?
I hope he's not mad at us.
No, he doesn't do that.
Oh, he's gone, yeah. But he is a cool guy, but like I hope like he did when he talked he did talk, but like I hope I didn't offend him or anything. Damn
But
it,
anyways, I don't know.
It's a shame. Like Mo just wanted to send me shekels and he can't because he can't do it on PayPal. I'm like, somebody send me like I got some shekels on PayPal, so I'm like, because I've got like they take money off like see the dollars, and so I've got like I got someone sent me like $4, but they took off like something and it was like £2, and I was like, you bastards. And then like, cause they take half off and then they take their money, and obviously they change it from dollars to thingy. So like I'm like,
I wouldn't be able to figure this stuff out. Wow.
it's annoying, but I'm just like, I just want some shekels so I can get some Papa John's. But, like fucking Mark Letty, so do you want to play No Homo? Oh. Thank you, Mark Letty. Look what he done. Lacy and Saz and wee hearts. He's lovely, isn't he? What do you think he looks like? Do you know what he looks like?
Who, Marco Clay?
Do you know
Yeah.
what Mark?
Yeah.
Do you a bit?
Mhm.
No, I'm not gonna ask, but I'm just gonna say, is he a good looking person? I bet he is.
Yeah, he's good looking.
Yeah, you can tell by his voice, can't you? It's like, see with you, like I knew straight away you were good looking. So like, it's kind of like I'm just being objectively like. What the fuck? It sounds like you just were like started punching the thing, like saying "fuck you,
Oh
bitch."
no, I was lying down, but so I got up.
All
Sorry.
right, cool.
I knocked my earbuds out.
Oh, thanks so what like putting that up for me. But like yeah, it's just fucking. I just want to try and I want to try and get see for the show. I want to try and get £10 shekels just to see if I can get it. Like, but just with all people giving, not one person giving a massive donation, just lots of people giving little donations. Do you know what I mean? Because like I've never kind of done that. I think it's cool. I think this show's cool as well. I need to stop getting emotional though, talking about like people that fucking that little bitch doesn't talk about the Prime Minister. Ugh. Do you know what's funny? See, Boris Johnson, Piers Morgan was going to interview him and he ran and hid in a fridge.
Give me 1 second. Something's going off. All right, I'm back now. I have so many tabs open. I need to close them out. All right, Lacey.
Well, babe? Yeah, like I'm just trying to. What? So what were you doing?
Nothing. No, I'm back, I said.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about PayPal or how to do shekels, so I can't help
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, like I was just saying because I was just went. I know it's like
Was
throw me
that
some
was that
shekels.
Booyah that was like doing that to you?
Who?
Was that Booyah that was like doing that to you?
Booyah. Who's
He's
Booyah?
the one that wanted to send you shekels.
The one that said, do you know the guy that I'll tell you? Because I've had two shekels sent to me. Do you know Jeff Rhino?
Mm-mm.
He's from like the ROTC crew. He's really cool. He makes really good videos and stuff. He threw me like I think it was just less than a $5 shekels, but then obviously, like I said, they take a bit and then they also convert it, so it turned into like maybe just under about £3, maybe under, and then right now, my whole thing I can show you from all the people that I've got. I don't want to dox them because it says their names, or some of them leave a message. Wait till I get onto it. I'll show you.
I get nervous like whenever I PayPal people, especially like
There's a
online stuff,
guy.
because it has my
Yeah,
full name. Like
yeah, yeah. Well, there's a
now they know
guy
my
that.
name.
Yeah, there's a guy that says his name, but I would never dox their name. But the thing is, like, the guy
Lacey.
he sent, for example, he sent. Yeah, darling. Like he sent.
So just real quick, Sojo in the chat said that why don't you take questions from the chat? So in a little while after you explain this, like that might be a good idea.
Well, yeah, I'll take the questions in the chat. Any questions, tell me. Right, what do you want? Let me see. Right, let me see.
What are your top three? Wait, what are your top three books?
Take questions from the chat. Right. Okay. Thank you. So I will do. Right. I'll tell her.
What's your top three books?
I often tell it with a finish one, and sometimes she does the other thing to Lacy Marie. What are your top three books? Top three books. Okay, right. Whoa, thank you, Sojana. That's very good. My favourite book right now, I'm being serious, is, and I need one of you guys to tell me. I absolutely love right now, especially because I had it when I was at school, and now I've still got it. Is Animal Farm by George Orwell. That is fucking amazing. But I want the first edition. Do you think to get a first edition, because it's from like that so far back, it would basically cost thousands of pounds? I think so. Anyway, well, Animal Farm. Then I love 1984, obviously, but that's not one of my favorites. I've read it. I liked the film as well. The other book I absolutely love is I love Stephen King books, and like I read Misery before I watched Misery, and I just loved that, and I loved The Shining. I read that, like Stephen King books. I'm trying to think of my favorite three though, because yeah, it's hard to tell. Like I read, obviously, like I've read Mein Kampf. Like I'm not gonna lie, like it's yeah, I've read that, but like it's not a book that I can carry around.
Why would you be ashamed of that? Like,
It's not a book that I can run around and say that I've read, like and carry it to the beach.
That's right. I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, and then I've read like oh, do you know what book everybody was reading? And I'm so honestly, that was the Jews that done this. Because I'm telling you, do you remember the summer where every single person was talking about, oh, this amazing book, and it was called it was something about being it was called like 50 Shades of Filth. It was disgusting. And like my sister was like, oh, you should read it. And like I started reading it, and it was about how this girl should submit and get beat the shit out of. And it was like really degenerate, disgusting stuff. And like, and that's coming from me. That's coming from me. And I was like, why are like these normies reading this and saying that it's normal? And it was like they were trying to normalize stuff that isn't normal. And I was like, this is disgusting. Like, me personally, I did not like the book, and I got very angry. Like, I just thought they're trying to What did you wait? Oh wait, you might find the first suggestion on Ape Books. Thank you, Sojourner. That'd be absolutely brilliant. Right, like I better read the comments here. Right, let me see. So you might find the first suggestion on Ape Books. I'll need to keep that. Hi friend at missing YouTube cringe channel. Oh hi missing YouTube cringe channel. I've seen you around. What top 3 books, right? And then can you hear when Tina speaks even if her English is almost perfect? Might find yeah, cats now trust me to pick up that sketch. Oh. Yeah. What time were you in the stream, Lacey? I was well,
I
like
just told
I
her
said,
whenever you got tired of talking.
I'll end it probably quite soon. I'm gonna try, like, if I know it's pathetic, but I'm gonna try and see if because I just want to see if I do get, like, I know it's pathetic, but I want to see if I can try and get a few people to throw some shekels to us so that I can like get a tenner shekel, but in the PayPal just to see if I can actually do it. If not, then I'll just shut it down. I don't mind. It's not like a big thing or anything. It's just something to do. And plus, like, I'm really happy I've got Dixie on. Like, have you not got like a PayPal thing, Dixie?
I have a PayPal. Yeah. All right. So next question. She doesn't know what Marco looks like, so I'd be the only one to rate him.
Right.
So,
Next question. Right. What's next question?
Yeah, I have PayPal. Like.
In the mind, what do you rate with Mark Clella out of 10? Well, because I haven't seen him, right, Dixie, what would you think I would rate him? You know, I like men that are, right, I'll describe how I like them. I like them symmetrical. I mean, see the way Mark Collette's face is. If he didn't have that nose, it would be. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think Mark Collette he's tiny. I think he has beady eyes. He's
that's
got a
what I
big
mean.
nose.
Yes,
I
thank
don't
you.
think there's anything good looking about him.
I don't know if you can hear, but I'm clapping. It's like his eyes are beady. And did you not hear in the Jew say he looks like a Jew?
And then whenever he speaks, like the way he does his mouth, like he has like
he's not
emphasize
the kind of guy I like is somebody that actually looks like a man. That's like you can tell they've worked.
He gets a 10. He gets a 10 for me. Top Cat gets a 10 too.
Do you think I'd give it? I'll give him a 10 then as well. Mark, I've not even seen you, but see by just listening and to his voice, and I can tell he's fucking probably good with his hands, like out working and fixing things. He's like probably like one of those guys. Like I'm a real man. He's got. I'll give him a 10. Definitely a 10.
He's probably laughing right now. He's probably like, "Oh, mate."
I bet he is a 10 though, isn't he?
No.
Usually, don't worry. Right, next question, Sojourner. I'm ready.
Next question.
You are rating men's look. Don't worry.
Start to act like
So what said you are rating men's looks now? You two, he. Don't worry. So what? Don't we think? So what is gorgeous? We all know. So what? But you're taken. Don't worry. We know.
No,
we don't. We
I
don't
feel
help
bad
on-
because this is what Weebaboo does to me all the time, and I get so irritated with it. So
I know, I feel bad, but at the same time, like the amount of times guys have done it to me, like on streams, and been like, "Yeah, we'll rate them," like, and so I'm kind of like, it's kind of like a wee bit of revenge, like, but at the same time, we're not being horrible about it, like, we're just, like, we're not saying, "Oh no, you're disgusting," like, none of them are.
Mark Collette is disgusting.
Yeah, Mark and Millennial Woes makes me want to fucking poke my eyes out.
Oh, I used to think Millennial Woes was, even with his little pot belly. I thought it was adorable. Until I found he was gay. No. No, when I found out that he was like he was a fag, like that's 100%. I was like, that's just no everything. I think I find that like the little things that people don't like about themselves, like their little quirks, I find that endearing. Like, and I like that's what I like the most about them, right? So like looking at Millennial Woes, like just he's awkward.
I've got a question for you, but first I need to answer. So Johnny said, Lacy Marie, do you think the nationalist message would be well received on Mumsnet? I think the way you would have to do it with females, and they would have to go in and do it a certain way. They would have to kind of work them and I don't know, you couldn't just go in and be like, say it a certain way. It's a hard question to answer. But Dixie, I've got a question for you. Like, just when you said that, like, you were talking about, like, I've got another question. So it's Lacy Marie, who's the hottest bloke in the national scene right now? Well, there's a lot of guys I don't get to see, but see voice wise, who do you think, Dixie? Like, see, like, just right now, I think I see, because So Journey, like, so I mean, So Journey could be absolutely gorgeous, but we don't know. Like, and
Yeah,
then
Sojo. I know. I don't know what he looks like, but he's there. You can tell he's like sure of himself. He's arrogant. So he's probably
that's what
decent
I'm
looking. So
the way So Johnny talks is because, see, when people type, the way they type, they're good looking, like, because it's like they know it, so they don't need to brag and say, yeah, I'm good looking and this and that. They just kind of talk, like, do you know what I'm talking about? And like, so I think So Johnny would be really good looking. I think Hemi's good looking. I don't know, like, again, I've never seen these people. I think I don't know who the best would be. I know who, like, the worst ones would be, but the best, I just think that
dude,
there'd be
I
quite a
don't know.
lot of good looking ones.
Alsop was looking pretty good the other night.
Who?
Alsop.
Oh
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if he's like still in it though. Like I don't know. He was all right looking.
Armed man broke into Trudeau's cottage today. Better luck next time. Woo! Missing cringed. Tubes Crandall, thank you for that bit of news.
Marco
That's
says
pretty cool.
Scott Saz, Lacey, and Claire Call thirsting over him.
Did he steal his women's dresses?
Yeah, James also was I thought he looked decent the other night. I don't know.
James also was meant to be like nice, yeah. Have you actually seen Dusty Bogan?
I don't know how tall he is though, so I don't know.
Have you seen Dusty Bogan?
I don't know. No, I haven't. I don't really watch a lot of streams or anything.
Yeah,
So
well, there's this guy,
probably...
Dusty Bogan, and like, I saw, like, he's married, obviously. So I'm not saying anything. Don't worry, Dusty. He's a Christian. He's married, happily married. But he has got, like, he's pierced
Vincent
to
James is kind of cute.
He's got piercing blue eyes, black hair, and it's like, wow, like, he's really tall, and he's like just one of those guys that. Oh wait, Lacy Marie, what is you and Saz's ideal's first date? Right. Both of us have to think of our first date.
Like Sojo, can you please stop trolling? Like this
I
is
don't
what he's
mind.
doing.
No, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Let's just do it as a laugh. Like, right, okay, right. My first date, I would want to go on the what's it called, Dixie? I want to go down the.
You want to hold hands and walk on the beach?
No. I want to hold hands and get onto the what's it called? The
free piggyback rides.
No, say it. Remember the when you go to the.
You go down to Bayou.
I don't want to go down the bayou. I want you to take me to the bayou. Mark Colette, you might think you're not good looking, but you don't understand. Lassies are very, what's the word? People, you don't, girls are, I'm attracted, for me personally, I don't, this is just, and I'll just say this little rant and then that's it. And this is what I think. See, girls can be attracted, as you said, you were attracted to millennials. I'm attracted to, it doesn't matter. Like, some people are like, how the fuck is that your boyfriend? You could do well better and things like that. Or I'll have a boyfriend that's really good looking. It just depends. Like, and people say to me, like, I don't get, you don't have a type. It's, what it is if there's something I like about somebody, like, it could be I like their personality and there's something that drives me to them. There's chemistry.
My favorite that first date that I've ever been on was he took me to see Of Mice and Men. It was actually like really good. I cried obviously, but that was a really good first date. And I don't like just your normal what a person would think would be normal. You know, like movies or dinner, stuff like that. Yeah, I'd rather do something like just like that's a bit different. Like I wouldn't even mind going to like a gun range, to be honest.
Hi, Dissident
Like a day
Thoughts.
date.
Dissident Thoughts just said,
Going this.
Down from Canada says, "Hey ladies, you can rape me, do your worst." Is that a picture of you? You don't
What's
look
up,
bad at
Dissident?
all. You look nice. There's nothing wrong with you. Like, I don't think if that's a picture of you, like if that is actually you, then why would we do our worst? There's nothing wrong with you. Can you see him down from Canada?
What?
Hi, Dissident Thoughts. How you doing, pal? You've missed a great show, by the way. We had Spaghetti came on. We were talking about the IQ. So what's here? There's been loads of people here. Like we've had a really good show, and now we're just talking shit because I'm trying to raise shekels. But I don't want someone to just send me £10.
Whatever you need, Lacey, after like this, like I'll go ahead and send it to you. I don't mind.
No, I don't want them, but I don't want to be like, oh, I need a tenner. Like, I just want people to send me because right now I've got like £4.30 something in it. So I'm like, oh, if people keep sending me like a few shekels at a time in the PayPal, then it will get up to £10, and then because I just like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds stupid. That's why I keep saying like, oh, I'll do like. That's why I'm asking, doing all these questions and everything because I think like, well, the more I do it, then maybe people will just throw some shekels in and then I can get that. But I don't mind. But also I like talking to you guys. Let me see. Bones is here. Bones! Bones! I can't believe Bones is here. Thanks, I love women. Well, you can tell you look like, if you're from Canada, you look like one of those beer drinking guys that I would bump into in a bar. You'd be holding a beer, you'd be like, oh, sorry, you'd spill some on me, it would go down my top, and then you'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and because I'm only 5 foot, you look really tall, you look exactly like one of the guys, you look like someone I've met, and that you'd be like, I'm sorry, and your pals would be all like, kind of patting me down, and then you'd be trying to pat me down, I'd be like, aye, that's right, that's my boobs, right, stop it now, and then like, you'd be like, I'll buy you a drink, and then I'd probably sit with you for a while, get drunk, and then you look like a laugh basically, don't you? Yeah, it does so, Johnny. It's hard being a woman, and I know this is cheesy. Dixie will probably like laugh at me for saying this, but I get quite upset because oh she's away, like oh she but basically like see being a lassie and being the way I am and because of my past, it's like it's very hard because a lot of men do not like women, and especially because of my past, they love to hate me, and it's like it really it does. And I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I have cried about it. Like obviously not on, like stream. Like I've like it's part of me and stuff like that. But I've got over it. I realise yes, guys don't like females, but when like the whole Andrew Anglin thing that got to me because I honestly really liked him, like as in thought he was funny, and then the first time he actually it was like imagine being a nobody though. Imagine being a nobody, and then suddenly somebody that you kind of look up to and think oh and like thinks funny suddenly starts writing this horrible shit about you. Like it kind of broke my heart a bit, and I was like, oh my god, like and the way I got set up by a little shekel and everybody, that kind of killed me, and yeah, it wasn't nice.
It's just like
No, but Jeff Horn, if I was a weak woman, if and I'm boring, then why would I be here? Trust me, I'm not weak. I came back and I'm stronger than ever. Oh no, sorry, you said we love you. Thank you. Oh, thanks, sir. Um, oh, you're a sweetheart. Sorry, I thought you were being horrible. He turned around and says we love you and blah blah blah. He's actually really nice. Sorry.
I don't thought. Can you hear me?
What's the most embarrassing that happened? Yeah, I can hear you. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you on stream? The most embarrassing that happened to me on stream was probably when I got set up, as you know, like when they knew and they set me up on Waffin House with what Shekel did. That was the most. You know that I told you that was the most embarrassing thing. Thank you, Joff Hon. You're amazing. Thank you. And at the end of the day, like they might have done all that shit to me, and it was months ago, and they'd done all that. But I mean, I still go on streams and I still do everything. And at they started to show it they were getting it, but then I got all these messages of people apologizing and saying like they didn't like it, and like and do you know what? Like at the end of the day, like they like the shit that they done afterwards. It was kind of like it's like karma. I know that sounds bad, but like what goes around comes around, and I'm still here. I'm still laughing. I'm still doing my stream. And they can say what the fuck they want about me about because I've had haha, you weren't cared, you weren't loved, you've had nobody, you were like abused by people, oh you were like this is so like you done then you went and you and your friend thought it was funny because you didn't understand boundaries to like fucking be on cameras and like things like that and just like laughing about it, and then it's like okay right, well do you not understand that I actually grew out of that, had to learn myself what boundaries were, had to learn like what was normal and that you don't, different things like that it wasn't normal for somebody that's older to touch you, that this and that. I had to learn all that myself, and I'm just being honest. And it was like, and I'd done it all, and then like I ended up in prison because I was very angry after my dad died.
What?
And then I was in prison, yeah, I was in the
Like
young
jail or
offenders.
like prison?
Actual real prison.
What the
Not jail.
fuck?
Yeah,
Were you
I
like
was
a
in
pod boss, like the HBSE?
it was in no, it was in Cornville. It was in an actual prison, like a cell, like an
I know,
actual
I've
prison.
never.
And
Yeah.
I was in for like 5 months, and it was in for Christmas. And my mum tried to give me a card, but they can't because you're in a cell. And it was like the young offenders, but it was because Scotland's only got one prison. We were like locked up with the convicts, and I seen a girl get her face boiled with kettle, and she just sat there and pissed herself. And her face was all bruised because she was in shock. It was horrible, and just horrible things. And like I went through all that, came out. Then obviously, then I didn't know what to do, so I went. I was like in the my mum put me into the rehab because she was like, you need to get yourself sorted. Then I went to the Mormons, and then like after I realized, okay, I don't want to be a Mormon. This is crazy. And I just lived my life and I got on with my life, and for years I've just been getting on with my life. And it's like other people, like when I tell them that, they're like, I can't believe that, you should write a book, like you've went through so much and you're still here, you're happy, like when you meet people, like, you give them a hug, you're nice
I
and
think
blah
one of the
blah.
most real quick. I think one of the most important things that we have to remember is that when we purity spiral and we have like all these high expectations of people, there
Yeah.
are people who are struggling that want to to be better, but somebody like you, or like I don't know, like like an addict maybe that got over their addiction or something like that, those should be the
Yeah.
people who are in like the front line, like as an example, like you can overcome it, you know what I mean? And
Thank
the
you.
society is so sick today that
Yeah.
everybody has issues. Like if it's not like, I don't know, it's like guys, like maybe they're watching too much porn, or they're playing the video games, or
Yes.
they're doing something, just like things that are not like productive or appropriate, right? And that's the thing, like when you have people like Richard Spencer or like all these
Yeah.
purity spiralers, like it makes others feel like, well, maybe I don't have a place in nationalism.
That's it,
And
and trust me, the amount of people that have messaged me, and I'm being serious, Dixie. I promise you, the amount of people that have messaged me, like, and they're like, "Listen, I'm on methadone, and I feel like I can't do this," and like, or they'll message me and they're on different kinds of drugs, but they're trying, and they'll message, and I've got all the emails, I've got all of them as proof, and I would never dox these people, but these I've had, honestly, I swear, over 50 emails and fucking not just emails, WhatsApp
oh,
messages,
where's my
all sorts of
dog?
things of people like literally saying like that. Oh well, I'm just I've been in care. I've done this. What if people find that about me? And they all ran to me. They after that they all ran to me, And so it's like people say, oh, I've got bots. It's all bots. Like I don't have real subs. Like everyone's a bot, and I'm like, no. So all these people are bots that we all know, right? So Johnny's a bot. Yeah, Bones is a bot. Like
Sojo
all
is
that.
a bot. He is.
Yeah,
Sojo.
but like it's the thing is like yeah, but no, thank you, Jeff. When you've been saying some really nice stuff.
Yeah, I just think it's I mean, I'm sure that you're not proud of like the things that you've done and stuff like that. But I've already talked to you. And we
Not
talked
proud
about it on
at all.
stream.
Not proud
But
at all. I mean, it's
yeah,
not. I just know that I can't change the past. Like no matter how much I used to
you've come
have.
a long way.
I
I
would
mean,
wake up screaming. I would wake up literally screaming in a cold sweat, like, and it felt like I'd pissed my whole body, like because I'd wake up soaking, and I'd have these horrific nightmares. That I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress,
snapping
and they
turtle
basically
soup is good.
and they basically said to
It
me
would be
like,
good.
and do you know how hard it is as well, like for me to like now have a partner because like I was going out with a guy and like just him even touching me, like I freaked out, like, and it's like it's a hard like I've had to go through so much, and like
See,
it's
I get told that I am a purity spiraler when it comes to like what is white, like in like what is white and stuff like that, because I am a little bit harder on that question. Your average German.
yeah.
And there is absolutely nothing wrong with snapping turtle stew, Sojo.
Yeah, I heard you done some nice turtle soup.
Turtle stew, or
We've talked for like 2 hours. I don't think I'm gonna get. I was looking at my thing. I don't think people are gonna donate. So it is.
I'll do it in
I'll
a
stop.
minute. I'll do it whenever we're done later, if you want, whenever.
I don't know, but that's a shame because then that's that one person doing it. I thought like I don't want like that.
Did you
I
just want
feel
a
bad.
pizza? Isn't that all you wanted?
So I wanted to get a pizza, but then it's like
Yeah,
because like the way
I'll get you a
everything's
pizza.
shut down. But it's just I feel bad because I thought like a few people would do it, like, but I don't want to be like me. Wait, there's somebody else right here. Where's Eric? Hi Eric.
Hello.
How you doing?
Not too bad.
Oh, is
Good.
that's not.
I think it's
Is that girl?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. So what you been talking about?
Oh, we've been talking about everything, pal. Just
That
everything
Irish-
and anything.
It hasn't
Yeah.
really been any like anything like any set thing, just rambling.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just reading a comic book. You got me in a reading mood since
Yeah.
saw some of your stories before.
Yeah.
Pretty to say so myself. I'm reading some like old Elric stuff, to be fair.
I'm gonna read your play tonight before before I go to sleep.
Cool, let me know what you think. But not on stream.
But yeah, so why you didn't come whenever I asked you earlier?
Because I was reading not weeb shit for once.
I was about to say, is it like anime stuff?
No. It's
I don't know what you watch. Shit.
you don't watch it, you
I
read
said
it.
read. That's what I meant.
No, you didn't.
I don't know. I don't know what you read, watch. I don't know.
So wow. A lot of playback.
I don't even think she's there anymore. Let's see. I think she's trying to check her PayPal or something.
Do you want to put some headphones in? Whoever's got the feedback. No silence. So that's one way to answer.
I think you make her nervous.
Chatting away in Discord before. Silence. So that's one way to answer.
Are you there, Lacy? I don't think she's there.
Yeah. I was here. I was just reading some of the things.
Right, so if you could kindly pay attention and put some headphones in, so there's not a massive like
Lord.
feedback that we can hear, that'd be just great. Or
I
not,
left it.
you know.
As much, it's better like that. Yeah, you don't hear the feedback.
I don't think so. No, I can still hear it. It's one of you.
It sounds like children running around.
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah. That's something else. I mean, I don't want to be inside, and like I can't. I hate being inside, and so I like to sit outside, and they freaking
Right,
they
so
have.
Sarah, is it you that doesn't have the headphones in?
No, I have headphones in. Yeah.
Okay.
I have sound.
Do you, Lacy?
No, I've got headphones on.
Where's the...
The UK BLM is composed of people who left the British Labour Party after Corbyn left.
Okay.
I was just reading.
Is Tinder worth using? I'd love to know what your guest thinks. Lacy Marie, what for you, Sojourner? I think you'd. I see. The thing is, see Tinder. I get so many people like wanting taking me, but the thing is, the second like I'll meet somebody, I'll talk to them and they'll be like, "Oh my god, you're so nice," and they'll really like me. But then it's like they actually get to know me and they find out about my past, and then suddenly, oh no, they don't like me. So it's like they just like me for my looks and that's it. Then or they want to shag, and it's like, well, no, I'm not going to shag you. And then they just, so yeah, it's quite hard. It'd be good for you.
We were I think we were talking about that yesterday. About on like the app dating.
Yeah. Yeah, I were mind.
What?
We were talking about that as well.
What are they saying? I'm looking to see what they said. If anyone's in favor of it.
Well, you realize that... Oh, jeez.
It's not me, I
You
promise.
got it. No, I know. It's coming from Lacy's mic.
PayPal balance. Yeah. The thing is, like, it's been... I don't know.
Lacy, what are the top 2 challenges for women in the 21st century?
Oh.
Either you've gone like extra lethargic, or you've forgotten your life.
No, I'm listening. Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just like, why? No, nobody wants to like. There's like 22 people, and I was like, if each person put £1 in, I would at least, or 50p in, then I would have a tenner.
I told you, I like don't worry about after the stream. I'll just whatever you need to get you a pizza. I don't mind. Like I'll put it in.
It's fine. It's okay. I just thought that the group would help.
They might
the
not.
Group,
like, you have to understand. Like people are not doing too well right now. Like a lot of them.
It's like this. They all like me basically. Everyone's kind of it's horrible being like this though, isn't it? I hate it. I feel like begging so that I can get something to eat, and I'm starving. It's like
no, I don't want you to do that. Like that's why I just like jumped in and said I'll do it. I don't want you to do that. You don't ever need to do that.
No, thanks. It's just like it's embarrassing. I feel like crying honestly. Like it's because I'm like honestly I'm starving. Like and because my mum lives over an hour away. Like I said, my mum's like upper middle class. I can't like just phone her. She'd be like, "Oh, I'm busy or I've got work or something," and I literally don't. I'm not being funny. Like, if you look through my videos, I made a meme and it was like fucking. And one of the meme it said, "I fucking dare you to say white privilege," and I opened my fridge and it says, "I fucking dare you to say white privilege," and there was a picture of my fridge opened and inside was like a couple of cans, and that was it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like I spend at least $200. Like that's what it costs like for me to eat. That's like once or twice a day. Sometimes I don't
Yeah.
eat during the day, but you
That's
need
like
to get
me.
like food to
There's
cook.
days
Like
I
who the
won't
fuck
eat,
at that?
babe. There's days I go without eating. That's why I drink tea because the sugar brings me
No,
up. Do you know what I mean? And it's like
well,
there's days that I literally go without eating, and
no, I
people
know.
like
I'm saying that you don't. You like you are a perfect size where you probably should eat every day. Like I mean, the body is not supposed. We weren't made to eat daily, but like it's
yeah,
not that it's like bad for you or
no,
anything. But you need to
yeah.
like get groceries and stuff like that to make sure that you can like have your your
Yeah,
meals and stuff.
I need just it's like there's something like I don't want to eat like a meal. It's not I'm not
Yes,
asking like
Sergio,
for
I'll
a
take
meal every
one.
day. I'm just saying like could I at least have like tea every day or like something like just like something. It's just like a no, you know what I mean. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's so hard right now since college and everything finished. Like and I can't get into a beauty therapist because everything's shut. It's like what the fuck do I do? And I'm like just sitting at home and I'm like it's bad. Everybody's in a bad situation, so all I can do is laugh about it. And then like obviously I came off because I was still online, but like I didn't do as much like because obviously like it's fucking so hard when like you're a lassie and people are like, oh no, I don't want to, like you're not coming in, and then like this other guy's like this other guy said what was it I can't believe you'd even associate with like fucking someone like that. But then it's like you see like Joe Rogan and all those kind of guys, and they're like sitting hanging out with fucking porn stars. I never a porn star, and it's like yous are fucking they're completely purity spiraling pieces of shit. Like I guarantee you, they would fucking be all over fucking. If I was to turn up fucking dressed up, they would be all over lassies, me and a bunch of lassies. It's just so annoying. Oh wait, Mark's there. Wait, sorry, I'm like Mark's there, right? Sexy Colette. Sexy Colette.
That was a good question. Sojo, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Wait,
That was
okay,
actually that
yeah.
was a really
Don't
good
you have a
question.
food bank that you could go to, like a local food bank?
There is a food bank, but it's in Johnston, and see where I live. Like it's that
Do you
would
not have
be
a universal?
five.
Do you not have universal credit coming in?
Yeah, but it's monthly, and because of the what's it called, coronavirus, it's late, so I have to wait an extra 2 weeks. So
So it doesn't go
it's
straight to
fine.
your account.
No, it goes straight to my account, but I don't get it right now. Like I've got to wait 2 weeks.
Do you
You
not?
get it.
So are you
It's
on some
every
kind
4 weeks.
of? Yeah. Do you get some kind of like housing benefit stuff?
Yeah, they pay my house. They pay my housing, and they pay because it's like they give you extra money for being in like lockdown. And it's like called furlough, and I get like about every it's money so for food and things like that and like toiletries, and I get that every 4 weeks. But the thing is like I have to pay bills like see like for my TV, for my internet, things like that, like but and then it's like okay I need the food, but then like because it's every 4 weeks it's really fucking hard to buy food that will last for 4 weeks. Do you know what I mean?
I understand that. So like roughly
With
on the
a
universal credit, how much like it goes? You don't have to say specifically, but
Oh no, I'll
you
tell you. Like, yeah, basically everybody gets. They give us £100 extra, but without the £100, you'd get £400. So we have £500, £400 usually, £100 a week to live off of. I'm being serious. So it's £500 like that, and that's us meant to be lucky. To live off, and but that I know they pay for the house, but I'm paying for like the water, the fucking electricity, the fucking
I get that those
the
pile up.
sky, all that shit, and it's just like it's so annoying. Like, and plus, like I like to look good. Like I like to get my nails done. I like to go to the sunbeds, all that shit. I get my nails done. I like to do all that stuff. But then it's like I've not. I know that a lot of people waste money on drugs. So the way I see it as well, I'm putting the money on myself. Like I'm making myself look better. Cause like, but it's right now. It's hard. Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing, Mark. It really is. I know your name's not Mark. Like, you're sexy, Colette, but it's just embarrassing, and it's not a nice place to be in. Like I said, I've never been in a council house. Like, it's always been private lets, and it's not that I'm like laughing at council houses. It's the fact that
So
I
that's
don't.
about 100 quid a week, but that 100 quid is minus. So are you paying all your like electricity and your internet weekly?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they take it straight out the bank. Like, see,
Right.
Sky, they take it straight out. Sky literally takes it out the bank before I even get there.
Sky
It's
are pretty
so.
pricey for internet, aren't they? Or are they
Oh,
really cheap
yeah.
these
Well,
days?
do you know what they've done? Do you know what they do? This is how, and I'm being serious. It's not a conspiracy. It's not me being crazy. See where I live. See the flats. Not one flat takes Virgin, BT, any of the cheap ones. They said that the only thing that works is Sky. So everybody that's in my flat and all the scheme have to get Sky. And what they also do is they make it so that you can't pay the electricity or the gas monthly. You have to get the key, and that's more expensive. They do it the same way, just like in the schemes. They have bookies and they have off license, but they don't have other kind of shops. They target poor people, and
Yeah.
they make them poorer. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
I never noticed it because I didn't grow up in houses like that until I saw it. Because I was like, well, can I not get? I've been using Virgin for years. Like, every time I was in a different private let, they're like, oh no, Virgin Sky's the only one. And Sky, basically, the longer you're with Sky, the more they abuse you. They literally charge you more the longer you're with them.
What?
I'm
What are
being
they
serious.
charging you for now? So wait, they've put the rates up recently or something?
After 18 months, the price doubled.
What?
I'm being serious. I swear to you. They
No,
said,
it's not that I don't believe you. Yeah.
I
So,
swear to you. Please look it up. Because
so
what
are
they
they
said,
are all your bills taken out of your account weekly, or is it like one sum for the month?
they take it monthly. They take it when I get paid. They know that I get paid on the 23rd, so it comes out the 23rd. So when I go to the bank, there's money already been taken out, and then I have to try and get food and like things that I need and stuff like that.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just thinking like, if you're on like let's say you get about $1,000 to 800 if you're living by yourself, working like 30 to 40 hours a week in a minimum wage job, and at least half of that to 3/4 of it is going to go on your rent and your bills, surely, if you're living by yourself.
Yeah, no,
So it
100%.
doesn't leave you with much wiggle room. But usually,
That's
I
it.
don't know,
Well,
like
well, that's what my mum was saying. That's why, like, right now, I'm looking to get a private let, and I'm trying to get out of here. I've been planning to move for like I've managed to already pack quite a lot of stuff. I've done all the washing. I'm ironing it. I'm gonna pack it away. But I'm planning to move like into a private let near this more into the city, but to the West End. But it's more expensive in the West End, so I would go to the West End, but it'd be the West East End. Like, it's kind where it's like, you know, like even it's like you can say you're in the West End, but you're actually in the East End, and which
Dissident
is like
Thoughts
scary.
brought out something right here that says when he was with Virgin a few years back, every few months it went up a couple of quid. You need to threaten to leave these companies to stop them from taking the piss.
I thought he
real
was
quick.
I thought he was
net,
admitting
though.
that he was with a virgin. I was like, why are you
No.
doing that? The phone
No, it's a
company or
it's a
something?
company in the UK. Like,
Okay.
That is true. Like, you have to literally like see my
But
ex. He used to
I-
get on the phone and he used to scream, and he would be like, "Do you know what? I'm leaving these. I'm leaving these." And the next minute he'd be getting a new phone and he'd be
we give
getting
you
a
it
new
free for like a year if you threaten to leave. So
Yeah.
maybe look at that. Like, I understand that, you know, with bills deducted and everything, especially for doubling stuff, that's not good. But maybe it's just not enough. Maybe like, obviously, I'm not sure exactly how much you left. Excuse me.
Did we wreck 14? Did we wreck 14 words or something? Are they still going? Lacey, on Tuesdays and
You consider getting a flatmate.
Thursdays, if you ever want to stream, and you want me like to stream with you.
I would
It's gonna
get.
like I don't want to do between like 1 and 3 because that's usually their time. Well, that would be what 6 hours difference for you.
Yeah. I would definitely get a flat. I just can't wait to get moved out of here. Like, I just don't like it. It's
Yeah.
depressing. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like you look out the window and you just see it's this council scheme, and it's not. It's depressing. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
like a Soviet bloc, right?
It really is. You feel like
Yeah.
you're in this Russian place, and you feel like kind of. It makes me even look like more Russian, like older. Like whereas when I'm out with my friends in nice places, like we look younger, we act younger. Everything's different. You're happier.
No, get away.
You're smiling.
No.
Yeah, it's just different. Here's just
So would you say like half of what you get goes on your bills?
100%, 100%.
So like 200 odd quid for your electricity, your water a month and stuff. So that's obviously like 200 quid for like 200 quid for, obviously there's other necessities that like get factored in. But
Yeah.
so you feel like it really doesn't last like at
It
least
doesn't-
100 a month.
How's it meant to last 4 weeks, and then every single time it's like the week before you're sitting there skint with nothing, like literally nothing. and
Yeah,
you're
we've
like-
all been there.
So you have to go around to your friends, and they're like, "Here, you can have some skins." Like, and like without skins, and like, or like
So you basically
you've not got
don't
to
get
see.
Oh, so a lot of your money is going on cigarettes. Is that right?
Well, I stopped buying cigarettes because they were too expensive. So I get like cheap tobacco, and
Have you tried vaping?
yeah, I've got
Well,
a vape.
that's
I do have a vape, and I
Get
use
on the
that. Like,
vape.
say I'm really
Get on the vape.
I'm on-
You will save so much money. I'm
No, I
serious.
do.
Like,
It's
cigarettes aren't getting any
true?
cheaper.
Is it true that like is it true that cigarettes there are like $20?
No, they're
Yeah.
20 quid, which is more than $20.
20. Yeah, that means they're
No,
$40. $40, babe.
Straights,
Not
yeah,
that.
and the backy ain't that much cheaper.
I know
$40.
I know that the Pretty Patel woman that what is her name? Not Pretty Patel. What is it? What's her name? The petite, like the
Yeah.
one. Well, anyway, she used to lobby for a cigarette company that was like doing slave labor, like in another country. Like
Damn.
yeah. So I wonder what happened with that. Why is it so expensive there? Because y'all having it
Because
imported?
they done it because they wanted to. They said they're doing it to try and make people stop smoking. It's not. It's so that they can fucking get more money. They're just money grabbing pieces of
I'd
shit.
say, you know, if
Well,
I'm
see, they like what they did here is that so you can go and die for Israel. You can go and do all this crazy shit, but yet you can't smoke a cigarette and you can't drink until you're 21. Like in our country, like you have to be 21 now.
It's just
I mean,
great. Like, see
whenever I do a
Scotland-
shop, like I'd say
Ju-
that
in
real
Scotland,
quick.
in Scotland, you could get married, right? You could have sex. And see at your wedding, like when you're you could be 16. You could get married, have sex. Your parents could be there. No, you could, but you wouldn't be allowed to drive. You wouldn't be allowed. You wouldn't be allowed to drink. You wouldn't be allowed to drink at your own wedding. You wouldn't be allowed to. It's just crazy. Like 16 for sex, and then it's 17 for driving. Then it's 18 for what's
Yeah,
it
you could
called?
you get your
Drinking.
permit
No,
here at
yeah.
15, and then 16 you're driving. Like, but like where I'm from, like if you could see over the bar, you can drink.
Yeah. I just think it's funny that like you could get married at 16 and then like you couldn't even drink at your own wedding. Because so many people run up to Gretna Green from England to get married in
So I wonder
Scotland.
with all that Epstein stuff with Andrew, since she was 16, that wouldn't be like, you know, Nazi, would it?
Fuck.
Huh? Since she was 16?
It would
Never
be
mind.
it would be illegal, but you'd probably still be seen as a nonce.
Yeah.
I think the age of consent should probably be raised.
It should.
Well, it's kind of, it sucks. It sucks because like in the past, like, you know, 13 and 14-year-olds, like right as soon as like a woman, you know,
Well, I think what's absurd is
have-
people
like
in the
it works. Like it is like, okay, in the South, like here, the whole marrying your cousin thing, it is true because like girls would marry their second cousins. Their second cousins would usually be older than them and they'd be established. And so they would want to marry a woman that's like, 14, 15 years old so they could have plenty of children with her. And it's just like, it just sucks that like our maturity, like the maturity level and like the juvenile behavior and stuff like that, like within our society, it sucks.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was going to say. It's like the consent for everything has been lowered, but people are way more immature and juvenile. It doesn't really make any sense.
That's very true. Because I mean, I can't like you should
Well,
see
another
that.
thing
You have 30-year-old teenagers these days, you know?
Oh, you really do.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, another thing is that whenever women are like got at that age, that younger age, and if they're under like a man and like his law and stuff like that, it's less likely that they're going to turn out to be like
Jumping
sluts or whatever.
I was just going to jump back to something.
know?
Do you not have an Aldi near you or anything, Lacy?
Oh, what? Sorry.
An Aldi
An Aldi, yeah, I've got an
or a
Aldi.
Lidl? Yeah.
I
What
love
is
Aldi and
that?
Lidl. Yeah, it's like they're shops, they're German shops, they're brilliant, they're so cheap. You can get these amazing like German sausages, you can get fucking just anything bread. It's like Lidl, we call it Lidl, and then they've got the Aldi, and it's just really cheap. Like, it beats kind of all the rest of the other ones, like price wise, and it's fucking brilliant. Like, we go there.
Yeah. I mean, I pay roughly, I'd say about 25 to 30 quid a week on like food and stuff. But you like barely got that to last you a month?
Yeah, what I need to do is I need to figure out how I can get food because I like see the kind of food I like. I like making it a meal like I like having a lamb chop with like
You need to
potatoes
one
and food,
time.
and then I like having like salmon, and then like putting lemon on the salmon and having broccoli with cheese on it. I like fucking food, but
You
then
might, okay,
it's
so
like,
this is the problem already, Lacey. Like, you can't afford salmon. Like, you
that's
can't
what I'm
afford
saying.
that
No,
stuff.
that's what I'm
So
saying.
you need,
But
you need to make like a list, like a menu of like every single day, like what you're gonna eat, and then like when you
this
go
is what
grocery
I'm
shopping,
saying.
you have
No,
that with
it's
you.
because I went from being able to afford all this nice food and like having things, and then now it's like, okay, so what do I do? Do I buy tins? Like, I don't know how I'm meant to buy, and I've got nobody to help me to tell me what I buy to survive with a month with food. Like,
Well, Lacey, you are like 29, so let's like I kind of get that you might need some help, but you can get like no, I'm not being a dickhead. I'm just like
no, I know
but
you're not being a
can
dickhead.
yeah. You can get like bulk.
You can always, have like
you can get frozen bulk stuff,
them.
and it's not. Yeah.
No, trust me, you're not being a dickhead. Trust me, I've had to learn to do so many things myself, like, and I've done it. Like, so see, you saying that, like, all it's doing is it makes me just stronger, like, thinking, yeah, no, you're right. Like, you are bang on. Like, I mean, I'm fucking moaning about that, but I've done so much worse. Like, I've learned to do so much harder things. So what the fuck am I moaning about? How to figure out food?
We'll just buy bulk frozen stuff. If you have to like walk a bit or like get a bus to, it just sounds like you need to budget and like plan where you're gonna get stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly that, dude. That's that.
Yeah, I would make out a menu and like write down the price on the side of like each item so that you make sure that you have enough money, and so that you can like look to say, hey, am I gonna have enough money like for every single day? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I do. That's whenever I go grocery shopping, because I hate going to the grocery store. Like, I don't like it, so I go once a month and I get everything.
Lacey, here's what I recommend you do.
Right.
Like, go to the food bank tomorrow.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah. I think it's because of the coronavirus.
I
Shut,
doubt
so
the food bank
basically I'll
having
have to
any
phone.
COVID, huh?
I'll have to phone them, and what they do is they come out. So I'll need to phone them tomorrow, and they'll basically come out and bring a parcel because the coronavirus thing is still all fucked, and so you can't go to a food bank. So I'll need to get them to actually come out. But I'll 100% I'll phone them tomorrow and just say, listen, I need a bit of help.
Okay, well, we could
They know
probably
my
help you with
circumstances.
that.
They know, the thing is, everybody knows that I see like my background, and then what happened was after I'd come out the rehab, like I was always in really nice houses and stuff like that. Yes, I was fucked up, but I was always in nice houses. I always had a lot of money. I kind of done this, and I was never a street person or like a council house person. And then, obviously, when the two gay guys, when they sold that private let, I mean, I was in a beautiful private let. When they sold that, I got put in this house, and I was like crying my eyes out because I was like, oh, I don't want to be here. And I've been stuck here like just about a year. And that's why I went on there now, because I was like, oh, I don't like it and things like that. And it was, and I didn't. It's just junkies hanging around everywhere, and it's like, it's just, you know what schemes are like. They're the same no matter where you go, and like
Right.
people carrying knives.
You need to. Here's what you need to do. You need to budget.
Yeah.
Right. You need to probably buy like frozen bulk stuff. You need to look at what you can actually get. You need to go to places like Aldi and Lidl. And you need to not spend all your money on tobacco.
Yeah, it's not just tobacco. Do you know what it is? And I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, I know. There's hygiene stuff, but like,
yeah,
if you're buying
it's
more
not even,
than
it's not stuff I need. It's like false nails and fucking false eyelashes and shit like that. I don't need that shit. I can buy mascara. I've got mascara. I've got all that makeup. I've got too
you're
much
in
makeup.
lockdown.
Exactly. So why do I need fucking false eyelashes and false?
I get that
nails?
you appear on stream. I mean, false eyelashes, in my opinion, don't look. I don't know. They're not too aesthetic anyway. But you know, you're nearly 30, so you really should know this stuff.
No, but honestly, no. I know I should, but it's like the reason I'm like this is because a lot of people, and again, it's not as an excuse. It's me explaining it to you. You can look it up. It's a thing. See if you haven't had a childhood. If it's like, say if someone's taken it away, like, and I'm not going into abuse or whatever, like whatever if somehow it got taken away.
Right, yeah, okay. Your parents should have made you a bit more streetwise.
They didn't. They weren't
Right.
parents though. That's the thing, and so I didn't know anything. So I had to do it all myself, and that's why at nearly 30, I don't know how to.
You can't call up your rich mummy for help forever, though. You know.
No, and the thing is, like, she's stopped speaking. She's like, she's got my. I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm phoning her, because the last, like, she's got my. I gave, like I said, I signed power of attorney to her, and I made a deal where I said to her, like, I don't want, if I come to you, like, and I even signed the papers. That's why I gave her power of attorney, because I kept going and saying I needed money. I need. What, give me a grand? What, give me this? What, give me this? Like, from the money, and then finally I give her power of attorney. So, like, if I phone her and say, like, I've got nothing, she's like, I don't care. Like, well, that's your problem. And like, she's sitting there with like, it's 250 grand I've got, and like, it's just sitting there with the interest growing, and I'm like sitting
That's
there literally
like
no food.
that's probably a good thing.
No, it is
But
a good thing. I actually done a smart thing.
At the same time,
But do you not think I actually done a smart thing for once in my life? Because I thought, do you know what? If I have that money, I'll just waste it. Or
it's okay. Well, exactly. If you don't know how to like budget and stuff, you
My
probably
mum's
will.
amazing
But you
at
can't
budget.
be
My mum-
asking your friends to bail you out all the time.
That's it. And do you know what?
As well.
I've done that. Like, see, like, I've got like some amazing friends. None of my friends are druggies or like taking drugs. My true Lacy friends, like, one of them wants to come on the stream. Her name's Fiona, because she's like totally, like, she's jaywalk and all that now. It's amazing. Like, but she thinks she wants to come on the stream, and she basically, she says I was in care with her, but she completely turned her life, like, she, even though she was in care, and she do you know, she didn't ever turn to drugs. She didn't ever, something really bad happened to her, and when she was, I think she was, how old, she won't mind me saying because she'll say it on the stream. She's when she was, I met her, and when I met her, we were both 14, 15, and she was pregnant, like heavily pregnant, and let's just say it wasn't it. They were trying to force her to have an abortion because of what happened and who the dad was, and she wouldn't, and they took the baby off her, and I was with her like all the time, and she fought and fought and fought, and she got Cameron back. I just doxed his name. I pretend that isn't his name. It could be anyone, but she got him back, and now he's like a teenager, and she lives with him, and she works 3 jobs, right? She's worked jobs for years. She's never taken drugs. She's never fucked up. She's always bailed me out. Like, see, when one time I was in hospital, and she like literally drove down, came and seen me, brought me pajamas, bought me stuff. Like, whereas my mum didn't. Like, because my mum, she'll kind of throw money at things to make things okay. Like, she
Lacy,
isn't
not
like,
to cut you off, do you want to let Saz back in?
oh, sorry, I didn't even notice. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also, I'm just going to say,
Yeah.
for some reason, people can
I'm
hear
so
me
sorry, Saz.
out of your end for some reason.
What, babe?
So there's still feedback coming from your end.
Is there feedback coming from my end? Right, let me see. I'll try and figure that out. What the fuck is going on?
You need to put
Is that
earbuds
better?
on. You need to put earbuds, yeah.
I'll put my earphones in. Wait till I put them on. Anyway, is that
See-
better?
Yeah, we told you to do that in the first place. Yes.
So I'm so sorry.
Silly
Do you know,
slag.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just because I was like sitting there and I was like, I moved it and then yeah, right, that's better. I'm so sorry, Saz. I didn't even know Saz was out.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. You're in a conversation.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got a good friend. Yeah, I just mean, so this is a really recent thing, you being in a, like this type, a council house and stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, you've got like really good advice. Thank you. Like, these are all really good. Like, the thing is, like, everybody.
Has no one ever told you this?
What? I don't like. I don't tell people my personal problems. Like, I know this is crazy, but like, please don't laugh. Like, and don't judge. Right? Like, but I don't tell. See my friends.
Remember when I
Like,
told you
I tell
in
them.
the
I tell them everything's good and like things are okay. Like, and they know obviously. Like, Fiona will know if when she comes to hospital, she's like, well, you're obviously there's something wrong. Like, why are you in hospital? And I'm like, oh, blah blah blah, and like I'll make something up, and then she'll ask the nurse, and then she'll be like, okay, well, you've got a slash on your face, you've got a shattered jaw, when you, I know I have, and blah blah blah, and like she looks after me, and
We shouldn't lie to your friends.
it wasn't that I lied to her, I didn't want to admit that I was with a guy that literally tried to kill me, and I just didn't want to tell it like that I was getting
It's a shame.
beaten up, and
It's not really an excuse, but I get it. Yeah, like see when I told you that like the group that you met or whatever, like they're good, you know, they're good. Like it's almost like it's like such a positive like kind of group to be in.
yeah,
Sometimes
100%.
they can get assholes. Like today, Hemi yelled at me because of you not letting me in.
I'm so
But
sorry,
other than
darling.
that, like it's a really good group. Like they're pretty encouraging and stuff.
Oh, Llama
But
Ducks.
anytime that you have questions like that, like you know what I mean? Like anytime that like you have questions and stuff like that, like you can always hit Geralt up, me up, any of us, you know?
Yeah.
Llama Dirk said, I went broke after I got out of the Navy until my current job. Frozen salmon and rice allowed me to econ buy random jobs without going on the dole. Well, yeah, I think it's just like having a better idea of what to buy and where to go and budgeting properly, to be honest, Lacy. Like,
Yeah, no, definitely. I just need to. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll be fine. I'm just at one of those moods. Like I just talking because I don't get to talk to anybody. Like see the way I'm talking to you guys. I don't talk to people like this ever. Like seriously. Like I talk to people, but I talk totally different to them. I like talk like I even talk with a different accent. Like yeah, everything's fine. Like no, oh my gosh. Like no, I'm totally fine. What are you talking about?
Don't ever do that. Don't ever talk like that.
And it's like because I get embarrassed and I don't want people to see me down because they saw how fucked up I was and then they saw that I turned my life around and I don't want them to. They won't think, oh wait, she's back on drugs, but I don't want them to even think, oh well, like yeah, she didn't, she couldn't exactly like stay like great, like I mean look at the way she's living, like I don't want, that's my fear of them like judging me. But I need to get over what people think of me.
I mean,
I think that's like that's you know like the number one fear, like in all of us, is like, you know, rejection. So you
know
can't
that-
be too hard on yourself and like
Well,
what you think
I've
other
got
people
that.
think
Yeah,
of you.
it's
That's the
just
kind of society we live in.
especially when people are fucking writing articles about you that don't even know you. It's like what? Like
That's why I didn't want it. That's why I don't want to do streams. Like I'll do little ones, but nope. Like somebody say something about me, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, it's just gonna ruin me.
And it's like, fuck you. Like, do you know what? Like, I really liked him. Like,
You're
just
brave.
watching him on TV, and like, and I know he'd injected stuff and like slept with like, got a black girl pregnant, and like he was injecting heroin and all this stuff. And like, I never once like said anything bad about him. Didn't even know the guy. Then the next minute, he's wrote an article calling me all sorts. Like, and it's
Who?
like Andrew Adlin.
Oh.
Oh yeah, what about you don't like him?
And the Daily Stormer.
Yeah, you don't like him?
He basically was just like saying like he said how much
He wants
he
to like
hated.
take the limbs off of women and just like have them as like breeding bodies. To be honest with you, like I can't. All right, so like, you know, we should take the essential and leave the non-essential and stuff. Andrew Anglin did an incredible, like, he sucks at giving speeches, but he's a good writer. He had this speech in London that he did a few years back, and like it's really good. The content, you should check it out. But I think he's a little too a little too edgy. Like he wants to make like a Lebensraum of like limbless women just to have babies. So
He says a lot
I
of
think that might be a
stuff.
problem.
I think a lot of it's
Yeah, I think it
hyperbole.
might. Yeah, it is, and that's what like appeals to like these edgy kids. Like you had, you know, you have your Nick Fuentes or whatever, like appeals to like the more edgy, well, the video game kind, and then whoever it appeals to like the college students, you know, and then you have just the weird ones, you know, like the bombers kind of, and those appeal to Andrew Anglin. I like him, and I know it's kind of crazy because like he probably would farm me in a second, but whatever.
Based.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
he was talking shit about you.
Yeah, it was in the daily. It was the Daily Stormer. I looked for. I couldn't find it. But then,
How do people know you like that? Like, jeez.
sorry.
How do you like? How does everyone know you? I'm like, you know, I looked at your like videos. You have like 200-300 people that like check it out. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. It was like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I was like, I'm literally a nobody, and then I was in the Daily
I'll tell you,
Stormer.
well, that's not like you were talking to a lot of siege facts.
Yeah, no, but I was a setup. Did you know who happened, pal?
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Little
I don't know if
Chef
your
who set me
audience
up.
do, but
Yeah, no, the audience, no, most of them did because I got a lot of letters like saying that must have been set up, like, and because they knew Little Sheck was like pretended to be my friend from us, and they knew about that because I'd already done videos about my past, so it was already out there, and then he made out like, oh, it's this secret, and like fucking wouldn't let me speak.
I mean, you got to understand, due to your checkered past, there's probably quite a lot of people who maybe think you you might not be the best optics, and I'm not saying that means you're a necessarily like people should wait.
You're not disposable.
Wait.
You're not disposable, but you're not like the face,
Let me
right?
finish. Let me finish.
Sorry.
What I'm saying is that doesn't necessarily mean that you are like a bad person, that you haven't made a lot of changes, but I think you know, when you're broadcasting some of the issues that we're talking about as well, your brand may not be one that people who want to be a lot more official, let's say.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm not doing optics. I'm not trying to start.
You're not
a
running for
movement.
anything. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. All I'm doing is, and like I said, the amount of people, and I swear I could show you, but I don't want to dox these people. The amount of people that have came to me and said, "Listen, I've got drug problems. I've got this problems, and I feel now like I don't want to be around those people because, blah blah blah." So they're like, why don't we'll find somebody else? Do you know what I mean? Like they kind of do you get what I'm talking about? They find it easier to talk to me because they said at least you're honest. And whereas the other ones who inject heroin, I've never injected heroin in my life or put a needle near me. And then like two of them like fucking they fucking dare laugh at me and call me a pill popper and all this shit, and like it's like, do you know what, like yous are great optics, you fucking like literally injected 2 million heroin in your arm, like,
Well,
and
I mean, you don't go on stream and like and like take, you know, you don't go. I don't think it's the greatest thing to go like on a live stream and actually like take, you know, stuff.
What are you referring to?
You like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Never mind.
That's neither do I.
I thought maybe that wasn't Lacy. Maybe it was someone else.
What do I think about Dangerfield? He went through the same as you in a way. I've never actually met Dangerfield. Never met him. Thank you, John Huff. No, at the end of the day, like, no matter what people say, I might be bad optics, but I'm not trying to be the face of a movement of anything. Like,
Right.
all I'm there to do is to talk to people that reach out to me, by the way, and I'm being serious. I've had people like message me saying they're fucking suicidal. I've had people message me. I've got a girl that phones me that lives like 30 minutes from me, and like I gave her my actual real number, and she phones me, and she's on drugs, and she says like she believes in all the same stuff. She's had a horrific life, but she doesn't want to. She can't be online because of she's seen what's happened to me. But they all say like, "Oh, you're so brave! Like you're doing this for us." And it's like, so I feel like I'm not optics as in trying to make a movement. I'm just trying to show people, look, yeah, you can be fucked up, but you can also get better. And
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You can do whatever you want to do. Really, it's
yes, yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk to who you want. You know, talk about what you want.
Yeah, no, I'm careful how I talk to though. Like, I don't trust a lot of people now after what happened. I trust like you guys, but there's like people I don't trust. I trust Bruno and like everybody like that's here. But
I'll say there's nothing wrong with. There's a great quote from Churchill, which is it's along these lines, but it says something like, "He has all of the virtues I despise and none of the vices I admire," referring to some people. So I don't know if everyone is this purity spiraling, pearl clutching nerd, and it's like, oh god, you know, I'm walking on eggshells around these people just as I am around the SJWs, then there's not really any point.
But do you know that the best of it is the people that were pearl clutching, one of them ended up like a needle heroin addict and tried to kill himself. The other one was like
well, that's because you were associated with siege fags, who were generally, you know, their whole bit. It's just like it's the drug industry and prison gangs.
I didn't know though. I didn't know. I was tricked. That's what I'm saying. Like, but they were acting like that I was disgusting because I had a bad past, and it's like, wait a minute, you literally still live a bad past. Like, but they wouldn't let me speak. Like, they just. It was just fucked up, but that's in the past. I don't want to talk about it. It's like, it just makes me feel sick.
Joff Hon said, assume people are good till they take a fat dump on you. I completely disagree with that. I think if you walk into a room and immediately give everyone your respect, you're stupid. You know, people have got to learn that you've got to build rapport, but at the same time, don't assume everyone is a good person, because that makes you very naive.
No, I know.
I sit back and I pay attention to people, and you can just pick up little hints on them, and you can tell like immediately, like within, I don't know, 20 minutes of meeting them, like what kind of a person they are if you just pay attention to like the little cues.
Bruno's a good guy. I really like Bruno, because the second that happened, Bruno messaged me and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And he knew he would get it stinking from those guys, and he had me on the stream straight away.
Bruno, which one's he?
You know Bruno, the British.
Bruno.
The one that's got the church. He's got the Churchill face.
Not familiar.
You don't know who Bruno is. So what? So Jono knows him, and also Mark Colletti Spaghetti knows him. So that he was
Then
saying,
I
oh,
probably know him. Then
you will
is
know
that
him,
Phineas?
darling. What? Sorry.
Nothing. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. Never mind.
You will know him. You will know him.
I'd say Joffon said first
Oh,
impressions
Brutus.
last.
Brutus. Oh, okay. Yeah, Brutus.
Yeah, Bruce. Sorry, what was I saying? Bruno. Fucking
Yeah,
No,
what the
okay.
fuck?
I'm a weirdo. Can I ask, like, sorry, can I see that picture? Is that like some lady? Is that the woman from Game of Thrones?
Yeah, it's a meme.
Yeah, I like her. Like, she's like, she just looks. Her face looks different the way she's smiling.
That might be the work of Face App,
Oh right,
where
right.
you can make characters smile, or someone. Well, yeah, you know, she's got a fag in her hand while civilization
Right,
burned behind her.
right. Oh yeah, that.
I think that might
like.
be
I just.
behind the
I like that.
scenes
Do you know?
shot.
It's because I've looked closer because I've not got my
We
glasses
need
on,
to
and
get
it's actually
Chad. We need
really
to
good.
get Chad Gold in here.
He won't because his parents are in.
So Jono's laughing at me saying, "Oh, he's Bruno now." So he's Bruno now. Sorry,
yep.
So Jono, and they're all laughing.
His
'cause I
name's
said
not Bruno.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
No,
Dissident
don't
thoughts.
apologize. Do not apologize. His name
I
is now
know.
Bruno.
Distant thoughts. Oh, hugs. These are all gonna make me like because of that movie.
And these are the same guys.
They're all saying it. They're all.
You remember
Even
these are
while-
the guys that like you talk to now, Lacy, are the exact same guys. Remember that Simon attacked before you know what happened.
Yeah.
You know, remember that like that entire stream or whatever. Like the guys that like you associate with that you find are decent guys. Those are the ones that you know that entire group is shitting on.
That's exactly that. Yeah. And
Now you look at the guys that supposedly take up for you. Now, have they ever taken up for you?
They were what? Sorry.
I said, have they like the whole even you know like the Mark Collect group that like the
Yeah.
the
Oh
whole-
no,
the
they
whole
no
symptom
no
thing?
they
Absolutely
never
not.
would. No, never. Mark, like I said, like literally was slagging the
Can't lick a
megabus. The megabus thing. Remember that?
Well, that was an insult. I just think
I'm so pissed.
Because he was like, and then I told him like about the top hat and monocle thing, and it was a big fight, and like it was just so stupid because he was like, yeah, people that take the megabus are like they all just drink and do this, and so like people like my pals were like spending £5 asking questions, saying, what about somebody that travels 500 miles to go down and shout your name? And he wouldn't answer the question. Then finally, he was like, he just went on a rant about how the megabus is like skanky and like anyone that travels in it's disgusting. And
that's not what he said, though.
he kind of
From what I gathered, I mean, it was just overall a shit show. It was
But
probably a good idea. for you.
it was aimed at me though. The thing is, it was completely aimed at me 100% because he'd been getting all these messages.
Right.
If
There's a big difference between. Here's what he said. There's a big difference between people who get on a coach with the aim of like going on a big disorganized fight.
I was myself. I wasn't drinking.
Yeah, but there's what he was referring to is there's people who do that, and these places are usually traps. It's never organized. They never do the right things. So, you know, and you're not going into the home
He told
turf.
me to no, but he told me to do this. This is the thing. Please,
Oh.
I'm not. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what's so upsetting. He told me. This is why people are saying. But what about somebody that travelled 500 miles that you told to go down? He told me to go down and meet the BNP and shout about him and shout to Tommy Robertson, debate Mark Klett, debate secret sources, which I did. I met TR News, and he told me to do that. I didn't have the money for the train, so I got the megabus back up, didn't drink, and then when I came back up, he said, "Oh, I'm really glad you done that. I'm so happy." He kept the video. He was all grateful, and then that's when he turned he started slagging the megabus, and it was like, what? Like he just started being.
I think you need to learn the difference between. Obviously, that gives context to some of your reaction, which you didn't clarify at the time. But when people are making generalizations, don't always take them personally. Because
No, but honestly, I promise you, it was literally, you can ask anybody else, the people that were there, it was at the exact time he was getting all these, the whole of his back was about answer Marielle, answer Marielle, answer Marielle. Because I kept saying, so what, like, you told me to get the bus though, Mark. You told me to, you even said you'd jump on. And then, like, finally, and then when he came, he just done it. I'm telling you, it was to get me.
Okay.
He wouldn't answer me. And then, I mean, he came onto my stream, and I'm a nobody, like I said. And he fucking came onto my stream and was like, this shouldn't be happening, blah blah blah. And I started shouting at like Chris, 'cause I was like, 1 minute you're fucking oi oi Tommy Tommy, the next minute you're fucking
Lacy, let it go. It was ages ago. Nobody cares anymore.
Oh no, I've let it go. I was just telling
Right.
you.
Yeah,
Like,
I brought
Okay.
it up. I brought it up. It's my bad. That's
Yeah,
my bad.
all
I was
right.
just saying that, like, I wanted to make a point to, like, anybody, if they did happen to follow them, you know, because, like, Sojo and Bruno called, like, you know, they got a bunch of shit for that.
If I found anything, it's that.
And I think that, I think Sojo's a really decent guy. I don't really know Bruno that well, but yeah.
I've totally let it go though. Like, the thing is, like, I mean, if you watch my streams recently, do you see me slag anybody or like annoy anybody or do anything? I literally just have a good time and laugh in my streams recently. Like,
That's probably what you should be doing.
They do not let you. They will not.
For
You
months.
cannot laugh or like have fun with them. Like I got banned yesterday. I don't know. You can't.
Did
Like,
you?
they are so
No.
serious. Like a bunch of Americans.
Fuck's sake. Well,
Oh.
all I done was I just like I'll just stream. I have them stream myself. And I'm like, hi people, I've just woke up and like people come and talk to me. And I'm like, what are you up to? And blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm just doing this. I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna do that today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then like just ramble, talk away to them, and that's good, and that's it.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that
always
you're,
easier
you're-
to.
you're-
I think we
Sorry?
tend to dwell on. I was just going to say, like, I feel people in general tend to dwell on things if their situation doesn't change and they don't meet new people. But
Yeah.
I think generally, if you're dwelling on things and you feel stuck, like, there's things you can do to get out of that. And yeah, I don't know. Sounds like you're on the right track.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because, like I said, I don't think about any of that stuff anymore. And that's it. I'm busting for a pee. Are you staying here, please? So I'm
Okay.
busting right, I'm just gonna run for a pee. Right, I'll be 2 seconds. Don't worry, you won't hear. I'll turn the microphone off so you don't hear the pee, even though it's not in the toilet. Don't worry. Right, I'll be right back.
It's not
you
in
don't
the
have to
toilet.
explain it. It's fine.
Don't do it on your keyboard. Oh, she didn't mute. Okay. So, yeah. She's taking her headphones out too, wasn't she?
Yeah. It's alright though.
So. Oh,
What? What do you want, girl? What do you want? I'm just playing.
what do I want? A nice back rub. A nice back rub.
I am from I'm from deep Louisiana, down deep in the bayou. I am from I try to not have an accent when I'm speaking to people from like Europe or whatever, so it's kind of hidden. Not have an accent right now. I'm very aware of it, so. Yeah, it's coming from her YouTube feed or something, probably.
It's because she needs to put her fucking headphones in.
Yeah. She's not here.
She needs to put her fucking headphones
What movement is better than PA in the UK? Well, so all right, Mad. I get where you're going with this, but real quick, let me just say, um, when you see similarities between what was the great movement in the United States 2 years ago, the alt-right. So learn from like the mistakes of like us and stuff. So if you see the similarities, the same similarities that you have with the alt-right, like with PA, then you might want to kind of maybe look into it or something. Like, I don't know, because there's been like a lot of different things that I've heard, and I'm an American, right? So like, and then I've looked into it, and I've even found stuff like on the articles that support it. You know. Really?
What a shit show. Right, Lacy, are you back?
I don't know.
Lacy.
Yep. Bye.
Right. Can you do
Hello. Am I
the
made-
audience and me
Is it,
and Sarah
has it
a
been
massive...
a total shit
No,
shit
but
show?
what we can hear is massive amounts of echoes because your speakers are on, which is being picked up by your microphone. This is why you need to put headphones in.
So real quick,
Is that
Mad
better?
Max, I think that the idea of
that better?
PA is great, but I think that there could be somebody better suited in the leadership. You know, that's just my opinion. I'm not English,
Yeah.
like I'm not over there. It's not me or anything like that, and I probably shouldn't cast judgment or even offer my opinion. But I don't know. I don't think he's a very sincere, genuine person.
Yeah. Well, it was nice coming on. Glad I could give you some advice. Yeah, I'll chat some other time.
Yeah, thanks. No. Hey, thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye. Right, well, we better what's the word? What do you call it? Wrap it up.
Right.
But thanks, Dixie, for coming on, honestly.
No problem. It was nice meeting all of your friends and stuff like in chat.
Yeah, no, it was really, we did have a good time, I think. I just obviously got, I mean, 3 hours, there was good times.
Yeah, I'm not used to doing streams, so I am a bit I get a bit nervous or whatever. You've been doing it for a while, I think, though.
What does he mean, John Heff? Because someone went good, he's gone, then he said he was feeding you, Lacey. Jeff, and then, what does that mean, babe? And he said, he saw him a fucking mile away. See my pal John Hoff. John Hoff doesn't like the guy. He said he could see him a fucking mile away. That he's glad he's gone. He was feeding me. I don't know what that means because
Wait, is
I
he
didn't get
talking
no
about
food.
girl?
No, I'm kidding.
Is he
Yeah,
talking
I
about
don't know
girl?
what he's talking about. That's what I'm trying to. I'm just trying to read now. I'm trying to get. I can't get fucking. Yeah, he said. Yeah. So what on this good people? So he's talking about who's good people, and he said, "Thank you for streaming." No, right. Listen, right. That he just didn't like him. Some people don't like some people. Right, John Hoff. I loved seeing you. I love seeing so what. I loved seeing
Girl
all of
is
these
like an acquired
wait,
taste.
this keeps being annoying. Yeah, and so I'll do something, but like I said, I'll see you later, Dixie. I'm gonna end the broadcast now, right? And then I'll speak just for 2 seconds before I go, right? I'll see you later, right? And so what? I'll catch you around because I might do like if you want to do a stream or something, I'll do some. Right. Bye everyone. Bye bye. Thanks. I press end broadcast. Wait, it takes a second to ending broadcast. And then it's still live, so you end up talking like da da da, and it's live. Right? Come on, end broadcast. This wait, there might be the mouse. Wait. End broadcast. Yeah, right here. Here's end broadcast.